is like really big, you know, for me. You know, so everybody enjoy things differently.
So one of the highlights of your career, the Palace, the Brawl in the Palace. How much did that change your mindset? Did that change you at all, like as a person or as a player? Like, what was it like going through that whole situation? Did that change you at all?
Well, I mean, that brawl pretty much is not what I wanted in my career. You know, right now you look at some of the top young players, you know, and you ask them if they want to be suspended for a year, right? Like that's kind of how it was.
Right.
You know, I was averaging 24 at that point. And I felt like the year before that I was at 18, so I would have probably been at about 22, maybe 24. It would have stayed, maybe. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And that's big, you know, for like a player. Anytime a player is averaging 20 plus, 22, 25, right? That feel good. And being the top defender in the league, right? So now you talk about being the best two-way player in the league. So when you talk about that opportunity, and then for it to go down the drain, you know, it's like, dang, right? Like I had the opportunity, but it was, you know, I could have prevented it, but I just chose, like, you know, I wanted to go at somebody who hit me. So I felt like I had to address it for the hood, for myself, for anybody that ever been hit by someone and couldn't defend themselves, right? I had to do it.
Yeah. Ay. Yeah. Ay. Yeah. Boys. Yeah. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on. We making noise. Hold on. To the end, they bulletproof. -20, we in Pitfield at K's Kitchen in the Canada Goose. Famous as fuck, but I'm still in the cut when they round up the troops. I'm just a sicko, a real sicko when you get to know me, nigga. I let the diss record drop, you was staying right below me, nigga. We must have played it 100 times, you was going to bed. Why would I put on a vest? I expect you to aim for the head. I could've killed you the first time. You don't have to try and say it louder, nigga. Trust we heard you the first time. It's nothing personal, I would've done it to anyone. And I blame where I came from, and I blame all my day ones. You know Chubbs like Draymond, you better hope not say none. Them boys, they're a handful. Then I hit them with the high line. Chris Breezy with the dance moves. Mo G with the dance moves. Ad Boy with the dance moves. Jimi Hendrix with the solo. Those are strings that you can't pull. Yeah, and I can really dish it out. Come and get it from the source. But fuck with all the word of mouth. Go to state running practice at my house, nigga. What am I about? You gon' really feel it now. I'm out here looking for revenge. I ride for my niggas. Stay scheming. Niggas tryna get at me. Go. I ride for my niggas. Stay scheming. Niggas tryna get at me. Go. I ride for my niggas. Damn, life so short. Fuck it, I don't wanna go to court. Fuck it, got a budget for the lawyer though. Fuck it, I'm on the run for the month. Woo, I'm in the bucket, paid 200 for it. My little nigga stuck and even got me paranoid. I'm getting money, that's in any nigga category. Double M, I got G's out in California. I ride for my niggas, dawg. I ride for my niggas. I slide for my niggas, dawg. I ride for my niggas. Stay scheming. Niggas tryna get at me. I ride for my niggas. It bothers me when the guards get to acting like the bras. Guess every team doesn't come complete with niggas like ours. That's why I see no need to compete with niggas like y'all. I just ask that when you see me, you speak up, nigga, that's all. Don't be ducking like you never wanted nothing. It's feeling like rap changed. It was a time it was rugged. Back when if a nigga reached, it was for the weapon. Nowadays, niggas reach just to sell they record. Spaghetti bolognese in the polo lounge. Me and my G from DC, that's how I roll around. Might look like, but we heavy though. You think Drake would put some shit like that? You never know. $1 million meetings in the polo lounge. Me and my man Oliver North, that's how I roll around. Shorty wanna tell me secrets about a rap nigga. I tell that bitch it's more attractive when you hold it down. Kobe about to lose 150 M's. Kobe my nigga, I hate it, had to be him. Bitch, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
Bitch, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
Tell Lucy and I said, fuck it, I'm tearing holes in my budget. Bag her like we in Publix and take her ass out in public. Ordered it up filet, told them butterfly, she'll love it. She used to soda and nuggets, she really just tired thugging. I'm just hitting my pinnacle, you and pussy identical. You like the fucking finish line, we can't wait to run into you. But let me get my mind off that young rich motherfucker getting mine off rap with my niggas.
I ride for my niggas.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Pull-Up Show. I'm your host, Mr. BJ Matthews, a.k.a. B Jizzle.
Hey, man, and y'all already know what time it is. It's your co-host. It's your boy at RickMasters23 or Mr. Lee on IG. Welcome to the Pull-Up Basketball Podcast, man. Y'all already know the deal. Get these shirts, the red, the black, the white, the hoodies. Jizzle, man, in the DMs if y'all are interested for sure. Yo, and don't forget the ticker at the bottom, you know what I'm saying? You are subscribers, man. But the biggest thing is make sure y'all are hitting that like button, you know what I mean? When y'all walk up in YouTube and we can reach people, man. And remember, the membership badges are available. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure y'all take a load and look at that right there. And then, of course, it's super stickers and comments, man. You know, we affiliated with YouTube. If y'all want to show any love or if y'all got questions, of course, during the show, man, those super stickers and super comments are definitely available. And then also, let me see here. That's the part. So some of y'all be questioning. Let's see. Click on that. Come on. There we go. Pull up badge $4.99. I don't know what's going on. $9.99. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna let y'all read it. Me and BJ started interview badge for $14.99. We're gonna be talking about today, of course. It's AD, you know, Mavericks game, the pre-warm-ups before they started. And so we're going to be talking about that. But BJ, just to kind of jump right into the KD incident.
Yeah, so let's get to it, man.
Can y'all hear me?
I'm going to give you yeah, we can hear you loud and clear. We can hear y'all. Can you hear me?
All right. You say you want me to start, BJ?
Yeah, you go ahead and start. You go ahead.
Yeah, I can hear you. All right, man. And well, as you're pulling up the link that I sent you earlier, man, so everybody can see it, I want to, pretty much touch on what happened, you know what I'm saying, on the 22nd of February. Like I said, of course, the Phoenix Suns did lose to the Mavericks, man, but that's not the most important part, right? And in this situation, obviously, KD's going to the court for the pre-warm-ups, man, before the game, get his body loose, get his shots off. And as he's running out, the tunnel, one of the fans calls him the B word, B-I-T-C-H, right? And so what they didn't expect was for KD to turn around and approach them, and pretty much have a conversation with them like, like some adults. And pretty much just to give you the setup, I'm going to read the article, of course. Now, this is from Kurt Helen, published on February 23rd. And pretty much the title of the story: Kevin Durant confronts Mavericks fans who called him a B word pre-game. Kevin Durant was jogging into the court for pre-game. Durant didn't ignore it. He spun around and confronted the woman, shake hands with the Durant. He was having none of it. And the couple seemed surprised by his negative at a sports podcast, and that's when Durant walked away. But he returned to ensure security did not eject them. Jonah Javad of WFAA caught it on video. And of course, you guys saw the video. After the game, a Suns loss to the Red Hot Mavericks, Durant spoke about the incident with Dwayne Rankin of the Arizona Republic. My thing was like, and this is Durant speaking, y'all, out with my back turned. People usually do that. Call me coward, B word with my back turned. And it wasn't too many people around, Durant said. I know you don't mean that, and I'm not going to get you kicked out because you paid your money for these tickets. You had a couple of drinks, and I understand how people get. But it's better ways to try it out of my name because you're protected in these arenas. And then he goes on to say, it wasn't that big of a deal, Durant said. It's like they don't look at us as humans sometimes. So when you get a chance to let a person know how you feel real quick, then they'll backtrack. See, we're animals, we're circus acts, we're entertainers to them instead of real people. And it says, end quote. Post-COVID, there has been more name calling and over-the-top behavior from some fans toward players, and more players willing to call people out for it. Sometimes it's just a drunk fan crossing the line. Occasionally, it can be tied to a frustrated fan who's losing gambling, and some people are just jerks, to put it politely. As players grow frustrated with the trend, arena security has become more in tune with it. And severe. Durant's sentiment that fans often see players as two-dimensional entertainers and not people is common among NBA players. Players understand that fans pay for their tickets and with that have some rights to boo a player or let their voice be heard. But there is a line of common decency that should not be crossed, like calling a player a B word when they are running on the court. And that is the article. All right. So BJ was asking me, the host, he was saying, what were my thoughts? And I wanted to make sure that I gave y'all the article and for the people who don't know what happened, so that way we can all kind of be on the same page. So the reason why I like the article so much, y'all, and I use this one out of all the 10s and 20s that I saw, is that it comes from KD's point, right? I think a lot of times us as fans, us as people who love the game of basketball, it's quite easy to forget that these people are people, right? The players are people. And so my initial thought was, especially after reading that and watching the incident, is that KD said it perfectly, right? He doesn't mind that you booing him. He doesn't mind that you're not one of his favorite players or you're going against his team that he's on. He understands that booing and disagreements will come. But all in all, he's just basically saying that we are still people and there's certain lines that you shouldn't cross. And he felt that if it wasn't in real life, right? If it wasn't at the game, that of course they would say that and do that. But when you really approach somebody in real life, they understand that they're not two-dimensional beings. They're not circus acts. And I would have to agree with them. I want to hear your first approach and how did you feel when you first saw it and heard from KD?
Wait, can y'all hear me loud and clear?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, I think it's the audio slowing down, so I need to move to my other camera. One second.
Okay.
All right, so how do I sound now?
Let's see.
How do I sound now?
I hear you. I hear you.
All right, cool. Yeah, so it must be my audio, my computer. But basically, man, just kind of piggyback what you said. Like, so basically with Kevin Durant, he was basically heckled by a fan, calling him the B word, before the Mavs game. And a lot of times when you look at, people who are players, they deal with that type of thing, more than what fans know, getting heckled, getting called out your name, talking about your family, talking about your friends. Um, that's something that goes on quite a bit in the.
Yo, BJ, you cut out. I don't know if you can hear me.
Wake out. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
All right, man. I don't know what's up with my audio today. I apologize with y'all, man. Basically, like I was saying, that you have an NBA right now where a lot of fans feel like they're, thousands of dollars for seats. And it kind of has been kind of a back and forth about, is this something that's acceptable towards, acceptable behavior from fans. So taking it from somebody like me who's been in that situation as a player, I've been on both sides where you have the player's point, you have the fan, the paying customer's point. Where the player, we going in there trying to, win a basketball game. We're there trying to go to work. We're there trying to actually, be the best in our, working environment. That's what basically, as a player, as an athlete in general, you're going into work. So I looked at it before, I got called out by fans before saying, I think one time I got even a racist person, came at me and called me a black N. This was, I think, in Texas, one of my games in Texas I had. But that's how you look at it from a basketball standpoint. So yeah, you feel some type of way off of that. And then you look at it from a fan's perspective where you are paying a lot of dollars for these seats. And it's like, even if I'm a little bit, drunk or a little bit, rowdy, I have the right to, have freedom of speech. You can look at it from that angle. So you really have to kind of come to the point where it's like, okay, well, are you looking at it like, this is basketball, or this just basically your way of, feeling like you're a paying customer? So I have to apply KD for what he did. Not only did he just eloquently, turned around and said something, but he also had enough of restraint not to go off on the fan, instead of actually pulling them to the side and say, look, I know you guys want your attention. I know you guys are a little bit tipsy or whatever, and you guys want to be seen, but there's other ways to get my attention other than, calling me the B word. So I think that was probably one of the most best ways to actually get his point across that I've seen from any player. We have other players like Westbrook and Kyrie Irving. And of course, the video I played with Metta World Peace, my guy Metta World Peace, that Malice in the Palace, y'all remember that back in the 2000s, there was a lot of stuff with the suspensions, and it was like an all-out brawl in Detroit. And he spoke on my pod about, how he felt at that time, a fan throwing a cup at him, and then he just went, Queens, New York on him. So I just feel like, again, I liked how KD handled it, and I would hope that fans kind of somehow choose to, restrain themselves and understand that these players are going to work at the end of the day. You got it, Rick.
All right, cool. And so, of course, man, just to piggyback off what you're saying, again, what up, Sean? What up, Sean? What's good? Salute. AP, salute. Mercedes, salute. Yo, and Alan, you always showing love to the show, man. Hey, salute to you, man. We got to get you a Christmas gift or something, man. You stay giving, man. And me and BJ see that a lot. So salute to you, sir, man, for the $1.99, man. Talking ball again, sort of. Hey, man, look. We talk about anything evolving around that NBA, man. So it's kind of, you kind of right with the sort of, man, nothing officially with a certain game. But of course, Alan and everyone else, when it comes down to it, I look at it like this, BJ, and you kind of touched on it. At the end of the day, I don't even think that I would say most people, not all, but most people don't just look at an NBA player and they're like, they're not people, right? That'd be almost insane to think. I think everybody understands that we know that all these players are people, right? But at the same time, BJ, like you said, you have to look at it from both sides and you have to meet in the middle. So with that being said, it's like, look, maybe not call him the B word where he can hear you, but call him the B word while he's on the court playing against Luka and them. You know what I mean? Maybe not, try not to, the malice in the palace, try not to throw something at a player while they're just laying across the table like Ron Artest was doing, so that he doesn't assume that it was the wrong, he had the right guy, but he really go and hit the wrong guy, and it starts this whole commotion. Because at the end of the day, there has to be some form of decency. There has to be a line that we can't cross. That's where I agree with, KD, because I can see both sides. If I'm paying thousands of dollars, because like they were pretty close to the floor, so they paying money. So if I'm paying thousands of dollars of my hard-earned money, it shouldn't really matter what I'm saying on the sideline, I'm saying out of ear view, right? Or even if, ear distance, there's, they're playing and they probably can hear you sometimes. They should be more focused on the game, because obviously if you're in an opponent's arena, I'm saying, a lot of people there are not going to be your friend. You may have some fans scattered out throughout, but if you're at somebody else's home and you're the visitor, and BJ, you know how it was back in day with the Louisville crowds, and you go against another team, you can't even hear yourself talk, right? So I think you still need the ambiance and the joy and the competition and the energy of your crowd boosting you on. But in this particular scenario, it was kind of unnecessary. It's like, yo, you go call KD a B word, and he even said it himself. That's understandable. We know that people talk trash about us. We know you calling me a coward and all that. But I think more so KD's want to prove a point that most of these people are talking. They get so stuck into this virtual reality or fake reality that, you tend to forget that this 7-foot person that can literally probably pick you up by your ankles is literally walking past you, and then they can hear you in ear distance of what you're saying. And again, I'm going to kind of bring this down to a smaller level, BJ. Like, I'm on the phones all day dealing with people's insurance, right? So what does that mean? People are going to call in upset, right? Something's not right with their policy. They're paying hard-earned money, and they see something wrong. They coming in hot, and they have every right to, right? Because they're paying their money. That's the point I want to get across. They're paying their money for a service, just like these fans are paying their money for a game. And so they have every right to feel how they want to feel, say what they want to say. But where I draw the line, right, when I'm talking to people, is when they start getting disrespectful with me. I don't care if they cussing and they mad about prices going up. That's fair. I don't care if they get mad and they cussing about how it's messing with their homes and their cars. That's fair, because any of us will feel like that. But where I cross the line is when you calling me stupid, or you calling me the dumb A. You see what I'm saying? I didn't do nothing to you, right? I'm a person just like you're a person, because if we flip this and I'm on the other side of that phone, I would be just as upset. But the only difference is that I'm not calling you didn't as an individual go in there and mess with my stuff, right? Or messing my policies up. And I think that's what KD is touching on. He understands he understands the fervor. He understands the frustration. He understands that you're rooting for another team and not him. But what he's drawing the line is, don't disrespect me as a person. That goes for man, woman, and child. Don't disrespect me as a person. Call me a B word with your friends and in private. Say boo at the game. Say that I suck. You're a coward. You went to the Warriors. You're not a real whatever. He knows all that. But when it comes down to it, don't get disrespectful. I think that's what KD is touching on, and I felt him with that. And then if you are going to be disrespectful, just make sure I can't hear it. And if I can hear it, don't ever think that I won't confront you about it. You know what I mean? Because he wanted to show those two people, that man and that woman, that, hey, I will say something back to you. You know what I'm saying? I am a real person just like you. And that's when they started backtracking. She got her hand out. Brother talking about it. He got a podcast. And like the article said and what we saw, he wasn't trying to hear none of it. So at the end of the day, And then Cam the Hooper, let me see. He said something. If you came to a game and decided to disrespect the player and complain about paying your money, that's your fault, not the players. You choose to put money in the players' pockets. I mean, again, Cam the Hooper, you're right. Like that's why I said on both sides, I can see both sides. But just using my little metaphor and true story about me being an insurance agent, right? I already understand that the opposite position is going to be upset about something, right? I already understand that they have every right to be upset about something, just like the fans have every right to boo. Like I said, they can call you a B word, they can do all that, jeer you, all that, because they're rooting for their team. But then, like I said, this was during pre-game, right? So to call a grown man, or like I said, a grown woman at that matter, it doesn't matter which game you're going to, WNBA, NBA, college level, whatever, you know, basically to their faces, they're running by a B word, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the point, right? And even if, let's say, because KD said it himself, he could have, you know, easily could have just not said nothing, could have handled it a different way, whatever. But I think KD wanted to make a point of, when I read the part where we're just entertainers and like circus acts, I look at that as he's saying, you don't look at me as a human being. And I felt that, because it's like, look, don't start calling me names and all that, because you're probably mad about something else. Whether you like a team or not, as a person, I ain't do nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? So to call me that name in my face, I didn't do nothing to you. Like, you know, like I said, call me that while I'm in the game and I can't, that's fine. I can't hear you no way. Everybody's cheering, everybody's playing. But at the end of the day, just to say it to my face as if I truly did something to you and I did nothing, that can be taken. I say it like this, Cam the Hooper, that can be taken as a sign of disrespect. I didn't do nothing to you. Do not call me those type of names. And I think KD was just making a point of when you approach these type of people in real life, then, you know, what are they going to do? And as we saw, they backtrack. But at the same time, like BJ is saying, they do have a right to do it. You know what I'm saying? So I think really what it comes down to is that, you know, KD, I think he handled it well overall. I mean, he didn't get him kicked out. He didn't, you know, do anything crazy. But at the same time, I think what he wanted to show is that some people just kind of look at you as a, you know, just like a material thing, which in a sense, they can look at it that way because they are paying it. It is entertainment and all that. But like I said, you know, I think somebody said I was defending him. I'm just saying I understand his side. Like, I get both sides, really. But I definitely understand his side, because when I'm getting called stupid or I'm getting called an MF at work, I don't know if AP or whoever said that. If I'm getting called certain names, you know, if I'm getting called the N-word and all these I'm getting called names for something that I didn't even do. Like, I'm actually here to actually service your policy, and you calling me names as if I did something, then yeah, that could be taken as disrespect. A lot of times I let it roll off my back because I know half of them can't whoop my ass anyway. But at the end of the day, it still can be taken as a sign of disrespect. And sometimes people on the other side of that phone forget that you're a human too. So I get KD's aspect of that. I get that. But at the same time, it's not like KD is sitting there crying, because he literally said, I understand that they're fans. I understand that they paid money to come watch entertainment. So he's getting the full spectrum. He understands the whole thing, you know what I'm saying, at a you know, world view. He's not really even mad about it. I think more so KD was just making a point. So it's not me more so, you know, defending him or even really defending the fans. I think KD is trying to say is that, hey, we're people, man. Let's keep it a little civil. Yeah, do your thing, do your jeering, whatever, you know, that's cool. But like, to a certain degree, let's not take it too far. And I can understand that. But BJ, you go ahead.
Yeah, man. Like, you made all great points, but we're gonna let the people in. We're gonna take a little 2-minute break. All the people that's coming in here, man, make sure you guys hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Salute to, you know, who's the realest. Appreciate you coming in, bro. Salute to Danielle Daniels. Appreciate you coming in. We're talking about how far should NBA fans be able to go with players as far as heckling them. So I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, give us a 2-minute break. And we're gonna be back in about 2 minutes. We're gonna talk about, you know, this whole thing into in totality. So y'all just sit back and enjoy the commercial break. All right.
highlights of your career, the Palace, the brawl in the Palace, how much did that change your mindset? Did that change you at all, like as a person or as a player? Like, what was it like going through that whole situation? Did that change you at all?
Well, I mean, that brawl pretty much is not what I wanted in my career. You know, when right now you look at some of the top young players, you know, and you ask them if they want to be suspended for a year, right? Like that's kind of how it was.
Right.
You know, I was averaging 24 at that point, and I felt like the year before that I was at 18, so I would have probably been at about 22, maybe 24. It would have stayed, maybe. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And that's big, you know, for like a player. Anytime a player is averaging 20 plus, 22, 25, right? That feel good. And being the top defender in the league, right? So now you talk about being the best two-way player in the league. So when you talk about that opportunity, and then for it to go down the drain, you know, it's like, dang, right? Like I had the opportunity, but it was, you know, I could have prevented it, but I just chose, like, you know, I wanted to go ask somebody who hit me. So I felt like I had to address it for the hood, for myself, just for anybody that ever been hit by someone and couldn't defend themselves, right? I had to do it.
Real talk, real talk.
All right, so we back at it, man. Like I said, I'm on the audio right now. I don't know what's up with my computer, constantly going off and on. But like I said, man, go and get your pull-up badge. Go and get the Clippers badge and the interview badge. 3 options that you guys have, as far as getting your membership badges with us in the LA Clipper pod, or with the pull-up basketball podcast. Sorry about that. But let's get some of these comments in. I just dropped a link for y'all who want to come in. Rick, why don't you do the honors and read some of these comments, bro?
Oh yeah, I got you, man. Let me look for some big ones here. All right. AP said, let's see. KD want to stack the deck. Don't fulfill his contracts and the fans can't say nothing. Spend crazy money on these expensive tickets and be quiet. You know, AP, like I said, man, I have nothing against what you just said. Again, like, you know, BJ was saying as well, I think KD had a good understanding that, you know, it's all part of the game. It's all part of the show. And what you just said right there, you know, I as a fan, I could feel the same way too. It's like, look, man, I don't spend $2,000, $3,000, $1,000 for these seats. I'm gonna call you to be where, right? If he, how they say, if KD would have met the right one, I'm gonna call you whatever. Get your old jumping from team looking, you know, because I'm extra. I start joking with people, but it's one of those things where, you know, you could have called, you know, you never know, right? Because I try to think of it in a sense of when you catch people at certain times. Like sometimes when you're in a chill spirit, you in a good mood, you relax, a lot of stuff won't bother you. Like I hear crazy stuff all the time, you know, and it won't bother you. You know, let's say something's personal happening, you know, in your life, right? And then you get called the B word at the right time. I know things like that happen to all of us, right? Certain things you won't even trip about will actually just hit you different depending on what's going on. So, I mean, I think KD is kind of considered at this point a sensitive guy. I mean, from the media all the way down to fans, just across the board. I think a lot of people will consider him a sensitive guy. Not saying that sensitivity is a bad thing. It just shows that you know, that you have empathy and sympathy, right? That you care about things, but it could be a light or a dark situation depending on the sensitivity level. But it's one of those things where, you know, just by reading that article, I think KD was more in the mindset of like, look, y'all wouldn't have said that if I basically never would have approached you. You know, now you're trying to shake my hand. Now you're trying to, because now you see that I'm a real person. Now you see that I'm 7 feet tall. I can mollywop you, right? Because we know how to read between the lines. You wouldn't be talking all that if I approached you, right? But at the same time, if you go back over to the, you know, fan side, I'm just trying to have a good time. I don't like you. You know what I'm saying? You about to play my favorite team. I don't like how you went from OKC to the Warriors, man. And if you traditional and old school minded, you really don't like it. So you probably do feel like he's a B word. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's one of those situations where, again, I think KD handled it very well, right? He didn't like snap, start yelling, acting a fool. I think he proved his point without making it a big deal. But what do you think, BJ?
I mean, shit. It's like, look, let's just take it from like devil's advocate. Let's just say the fans are looking like, okay, this is our seats. We're paying all this money. You know, we're the customers. We're always right. Let's just say we're taking it from that approach. Even if you look at it like that, you look at what KD did, simply walking over there and actually trying to diffuse the situation by saying to them, hey, just make sure you guys understand, like, you can reach me in different ways other than call me the B word. Or him telling the security guard not to throw him out. It kind of reminds me what Isaiah Thomas did, I think a couple years ago. He's on the Wizards. He said he walked up to like the stands. He didn't just stop at the floor. He walked up to the person face to face and told him, hey man, you know, don't do that. But you would think that the way he walked up to him was simply just like he was trying to look for some problems. But Isaiah Thomas literally just came to him and said, hey bro, you can't do that, you know. And then he told the security guard, man, don't worry about it. It's nothing. I'm not trying to get at him. I'm just basically telling them, you guys know how to act. You guys don't have to, you know, call people out their name. So I thought that was pretty cool. That's the same thing I saw with KD. But we got a couple guests in right now. We got 2K Chef and Bruce. Let's go with our man Bruce first, and we go to 2K Chef after. What's good, Bruce?
What's up, guys? Hope you guys are good. We are at the beginning of a new month. I hope everybody's month goes well, and let's keep pushing. Let's keep meeting our goals for 2024. I mean, we're already in March, so I hope we are at the door of any goals that we had for this year. KD had the right. He's an adult to answer any disrespect that he may think that he received. I mean, there were not a lot of phone cameras back in the day. I'm sure there were a lot of more disrespect, especially black players. And I'm not a big fan of KD, but he's right, because some of those fans, not all of them, some of those fans think that players are animals. They are not human beings. And me personally, I try my best to never ever don't see the human side of a player. You know, sometimes we want a player to perform a certain way, and the player does not perform that way, and they may have something going on in their life. So that's why they did not perform. We just want to sit here and say, okay, go ahead, entertain me. And sometimes it doesn't go that way. Now, I think the Draymond calling him a B word or whatever may have something to do with this. So him responding to that fan, it's great. But I don't think that's gonna be the last time, because I think there's gonna be more fans gonna call him the B word, because they said, oh, it's trigger him. Okay, right? Especially in the playoff. If he plays the Clippers, the Nuggets, or any other teams, some of those teams gonna try to call him that, and you might see a fan come with those big cardboard, right? Those big signs, right? I mean, for his former fans in OKC were calling him cupcakes, whatever, something like that, snake, whatever. So don't be surprised in the playoff this year. You're gonna see a big sign of the B word. So that's what I have to say for now.
Bruce is funny as hell. You got my man. What's good, 2K? What's good, man?
Salute, man. Salute, brothers. Y'all can hear me?
Salute. Yes, we can, sir. Yes, we can. Salute.
Salute, man. Salute, chat. I just wanted to say, because I got like a different perspective. It's gonna be real quick, but I feel like, bro, as a fan, bro, you're gonna get drunk. But I feel like you should be able to say whatever you want, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like the players should too. If the players want to say, hey, bro, don't make me fuck your wife, I feel like they should be able to say that. Like, I feel like if you're a professional, bro, you don't let that shit get in your head. Because, bro, these dudes overseas, bro, they be saying whatever they want, bro. So, I mean, if you're a professional, bro, you just gotta, I don't know. But that's just my perspective, you feel me? But that's it. That's all I had to say.
They should be able to say that.
Yeah, they should be able to say whatever they want, bro.
Okay.
Overseas, they be doing shit on the
okay.
court. They be doing all types of stuff overseas, bro.
Okay, so at your job, you want somebody to come and say that to you at your job?
If I was
like Rick, I deal with clients, and if a client disrespect me, I don't finish the call. I just like, okay, thank you, have a nice day, and I hang up. I don't let you finish.
I was saying, like, for entertainment, bro, I feel like it would be more funny if the players did like
disrespecting is entertainment.
If the players talk their shit too, that's just, I know it's a different perspective. That's just me though. I feel like it would be funnier if they.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can say and not say what you just said.
I'm saying, bro, they calling the man a bitch. You just said they was gonna put the big ass board out there for him.
It's true.
Bro, let the man talk shit back, bro. Let the man talk shit without getting fined, bro.
All right.
That's just a different perspective. You feel me?
I mean, that's why we had the Malice at the Palace. So
and that's why
because
it was so
of crazy
bro.
fans. All right.
But I get what y'all saying. Y'all talking about it the right way. You feel me? I get what y'all saying. I'm just saying, bro. One day, just, you feel me? Let them talk shit, bro.
I mean, hey,
though, I want to see one of the fans.
I'm a big soccer fan, football fans. Sorry, God.
Now I want to see one of these fans if they can whip one of the players. I want to see that day happen. If a fan's bold enough to go on the court and do something, I want to see if he can whip one of these players. That's what I want to see.
You know what I mean? It all adds to the entertainment factor. You feel me?
Okay, I'm gonna say something real quick. And so, okay, so like I said, and that's why we have these open discussions, right? Because I see the angle, even if I wouldn't go about it that way, I see the angle that 2K is saying. It's like, look, if you look at it from an entertainment perspective, because the minute Bruce said, well, if somebody comes at your job and calls you this, and then he literally said, no, entertainment, right? Like it's all fun and games, right? And he did say that the player can match the energy. So essentially, now I'm gonna think about the malice of the palace. I'm sure that day that Meta World Peace was laying across that table, those fans, those Pistons fans were probably saying all kind of crazy stuff at that point too. But he didn't react until that beer got hit on him. Mm-hmm. Right. And then I did see a comment by right. So to that degree, I do understand that. It's like, okay, if it makes it more exciting, if it's more fun, you never really know who you're dealing with, which why it's always going to be a risk who you're dealing with, right? Because like I said, we're all people. You catch me on a bad day. I had a lady go in on me one day, but I was not in a good mood. Now I didn't disrespect her back, but I did quote unquote match her energy, and she calmed down. But usually, if she catch me on a decent day, I probably just would have sat there and watched my YouTube till she got done. So I think there's a bunch of factors that roll into it. But if we're looking at it from an entertainment side, it's just all fun and games. And like 2K said, we match the energy. If you want to match the energy, then yeah, I don't really see an issue with it. But I do agree, it does get to a point where in KD's case, if that certain player has an issue with it, then he did the right thing by matching energy, coming over there, letting them know what he wants to let them know. And then that was that. But I can see it from that side, from that point of view. But at the same time, I think what we try to steer away from is stuff like Malice in the Palace, is people starting to throw hands, right? How do we prevent that? You really can't prevent it no way, depending on the person or people involved. But it's one situations where it's like, depending on how somebody feeling that day, I think that's what they try to avoid. I think that's really the root of everything we're talking about. But again, I don't really see the issue with, matching energy, because I get what you're saying, 2K. I mean, hell, even when I play ball with strangers on the weekends, sometimes like they'll talk mad crazy to me. And I'm different. Like you said, from that perspective, I'm having fun at the time. I had a dude tell me like, yo, I bet you, suck like old boy over there, or, you came from a weak family. Like none of that's true. And I know he's only saying that because we playing ball. But now, would he say the same thing if we were just eating at a Burger King? See, so I get what you're saying. It's all about entertainment. It's all about fun. Like he's not saying that while I'm walking down the street just minding my business. He's saying that during the game. So I know he's trying to get hit. So it's one of those things where you're basically saying, KD, don't let these people get in your head, man. You about to play against the Mavericks. They want you to lose. But don't let it bother you. So I get what you're saying.
You notice though, when it comes to
Go
hoops,
ahead.
and it's just like, I'm gonna let Kirk get this. You let Kirk get this after. But I noticed the ones that talk like that, who get real personal, are guys who just can't match up to the real guys who can hoop. Like Jordan, Kobe, Kawhi, KD, all these star players, they're not talking trash to them unless you talk to them first. The ones who want to talk shit are usually bums or guys who just aren't good enough to match up to another person's level. Because only reason you talking is because you're trying to find your little way to get in to compete, because you feel like it's an inferiority complex. That's the way I see it. That's why I know it's with certain trash talkers.
Who's next?
Oh, that was me. My bad, y'all. What's going on, y'all? I thought he was still talking. Can y'all hear
What's
me?
up? What's up?
What's going on, Rick? What's going on, BJ? Bruce, and everybody else
Yeah,
on
we
the
can hear
panel.
you. Go ahead, Kurt.
Y'all can hear me? Okay, I don't know why I'm thinking it's lagging. Okay, but
What's up, Shay?
hey, I got something to say to Bruce too. Cause I watched some Michael. I watched his highlights too. Michael Finney, you said he plays nothing like Shay. He plays actually like Devin Booker, but we're gonna talk about that later. I watched his highlights.
All right.
He plays nothing like him. I watched his highlights, bro. I don't know where. I mean, it's the. Because we had a not an argument, but he said Shay reminds me of Michael Finney Smith. What is his name, bro? Michael what, bro? You know what I'm talking about.
You watched the highlight and
Finley.
you forgot the name, but okay.
Yeah,
Michael Finley.
Yeah, he plays nothing like Shay, bro. He plays actually a lot like Devin Booker, and he shoots.
Devin Booker.
Yes,
No.
and what I mean by that is, bro, he comes off the screens, he shoots, he catch and shoots. He's pretty efficient. Of course, he can go to the rim, like he can dunk, but he was really a shooter, like, and he actually had like a MJ type style of play, and that's why
He's
I'm
from
saying
Chicago.
I can see. I mean, I could tell, but he doesn't play anything. Shay doesn't play like that. Shay has a crafty style. If anything, Shay kind of reminds me of like a Kyrie. Not saying he's like exactly like Kyrie, but his style. Shay has a style to his I'm saying his dribbling, his shooting. Like he Michael Finney does not. He doesn't play like that. But other than that, I don't know. I mean, I think the shit talking with the fans and the players. I mean, it's been going on since the NBA has been in play. Obviously, like you said, the Malice and the Palace, that was the worst of it. But I mean, fans are going to talk shit. And as they should, though, because I mean, it's a part of the game. I don't really care for it. I mean, because some players care. I mean, it depends on who you are. KD's I don't say very sensitive, but he likes to clap back at people, and that's just his personality. He's been doing it for years. So everyone's different. But Larry Bird, he was one of the best shit talkers to ever play the game. I mean, but he was talking shit to the players, not the fans, though. So the fans, I mean, they go far, but I mean, that's just a part of the game. They're gonna talk shit. And if they don't get kicked out, then I guess they just don't get kicked out. I don't think there's a problem with them talking shit. I don't think some of the players really care. Some do and some don't. So because they know it's not going to really stop. But we're in a sensitive society right now, so you only can do so much. But still, these players can call you bitch and excuse my language. They can say whatever. I'm saying to ruffle your feathers. But especially Boston. I heard Boston fans be going crazy. So
to be clear, I'm not saying that fans cannot talk, but there's certain things you should not say. Like I remember years ago, I mean, not years or last year. I don't know if it was last year, but they were talking about there was those Indiana fans. They were talking about LeBron kids to him. I think they were sitting in the front row.
Yeah,
and he had them kicked out because they were talking about his kids. So I think there are certain things you should not talk about, like if you demean a player character, or you talk about his family. That's off limit for me. Okay. But you can talk there's a lot of stuff you can say. You could say you shoot bricks or things like that. I don't know.
Exactly. I know what you mean, Bruce. Like there should be certain things that you should. Is Bruce still talking? I don't know what the hell's going on.
I'm not talking.
I thought you were. I don't know why it looked like you were still talking.
No, it's Thomas. Thomas will be still talking, not me.
No, my bad, bro. But no, you're right, Bruce. I mean, there shouldn't be certain things said, of course. Like if you're gonna say something about someone's family, then like okay, like you're going too far. But I look at it like it's a part of the game because it's been going on for years. People are gonna talk about anything. Like BJ said, it's just to ruffle your feathers. Whether they're talking about your family or the basketball. I mean, I hear even if you playing basketball, some people talk about you. It don't even gotta be about you. It could be about anybody. It could be about like your mom, your wife, or it's just people are gonna talk shit. Now, if you get caught, I mean, of course, I think they should be dealt accordingly. But if they're not, I mean, it's just a part of the game. Like that's just life. Period. Actually, people are gonna talk in general. So, but certain players like Kevin Durant or like I think Luke. I mean, Kyrie even Kyrie even talks shit to these. I mean, I don't know. It just depends. Like, of course, if you're like right next to them and they say something to you, I don't think a player should have no problem with saying something right back to them. I mean, you gonna talk shit, I'm gonna talk shit right with you, or I just keep giving your team buckets and you have nothing to say. Like Steph Curry. I mean, he just taunts. I mean, that's all he does. If he tells the fans to be quiet, or he just looks at his finger and points at the ring in the Boston Arena. I mean, that's just gonna shut the fans up. Like the point at your finger in mid finals and then point and say, I got this is my ring right here. That's very disrespectful. Actually, he's gonna do it tonight too. That's the crazy part. That's what I don't know. It's just I think that it's just a part of the game. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it, but like you said, there's certain things you shouldn't say, bro. But it is what it is, bro. It's basketball. So that's what I got to say, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what
I
I'm saying?
think so. What is the limit? So Bruce said you said basically family, Bruce. Like that's the
I said
like that's
family and character of a player, right? Like calling a player the B word. I mean, I've heard it before. It's not the first time. I've heard it. Like I was trying to say earlier, I watch a lot of football. Well, you guys call it soccer. So there's a lot of stuff they say to black players in Europe. So, and games have been canceled or delayed because of that. And so far, nothing has been done in basketball. I've never seen it, but I mean, in the US, but I've seen it in Europe, basketball. And you guys, I mean, I know BJ, you play overseas. They say a lot of crazy things, right? So what I'm saying is sometimes they say those things to get into the head of the player. Like in the playoff, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of crazy things to say because there's camera. But what I'm saying is if a player find what you're saying is demeaning his character or his family, I think they should have the right to say it. And I'm sure when KD was playing OKC, when he came back the first time, they were hard on him. They were saying things to him. When LeBron went back to Cleveland, when he went to Miami, I'm sure there was a lot of stuff they said about him. So to him. So that's what I'm saying.
Did, bro. That's a good point, Bruce. They burned his jerk, bro. They did anything to LeBron. Like he definitely was the most hated player for sure when he left, bro. They did. LeBron was crucified like he was Jesus. He was that shit was crazy, bro. But
just because a player is making a lot of money doesn't mean that he's not a human being.
Yeah, I agree with that, Bruce. But here's my thing with the fans though, because we're all fans, right? But for me, not this like it's like they have like this is the crazy part about being a fan, like because you become so emotional that you start saying things, or like maybe you try to bet something. You like, oh well, I hope your family dies because you didn't give me my 3-pointer. Like these people are crazy. Like it's crazy. That's my thing about a fan. Like it's very dangerous sometimes because they're gonna like you and then they're gonna hate you. It's like a like and love relationship. So they're gonna talk shit. Like I don't know. I think I agree with you, Bruce. Like certain things you shouldn't say, but if you're caught, but obviously, I mean, people are just gonna talk, man. I don't know. You really can't control someone's mouth unless they just actually get dealt with accordingly. But I mean, it just don't stop. And like I said, those Boston fans, I heard some things about them Boston fans. So I mean, they don't care. Especially
now that betting is becoming legal, it's gonna be more crazy to me.
Facts. And then Bill Russell, like, what did Bill Russell go through? Oh my god, bro. Like, I don't even want to. he went through the ringer over there when he was alive. So it's like today is just, I don't know. It might be actually more.
Russell was Goku and everybody in the crowd was freezing.
Yeah. That's a good point, bro. So that's what
Russell
saying. Like,
was. Russell was Goku and everybody in the crowd was freezing.
Yeah, bro. I don't even think these players went through what Bill Russell went through. So I just be like, the shit talking what they say, like, nah, Bill Russell heard everything. So I don't even like, to me today is just like, well, they just it's softer a little today. They went crazy back then. They probably was talking about his family getting lynched and shit. Like, no, today, yeah, nah. They just gonna talk shit, bro. I don't really.
Let's go to let's good.
Yo, Sean, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he was breaking up. I couldn't tell if he's talking to me, or I couldn't tell if I was the one losing signal or what's going on. Yeah, Kirk's right, man. These dudes today, man, they they fruitcakes, man. Man, back then, yeah. If y'all think the word bitch is a word to go confront a fan, bro, y'all need to go watch like Kirk saying, man, my dad used to tell me and grandfather tell me about the old days, man. Man, they used to say racial shit to Bill Russell and them boys, man. Like, and we worried about somebody saying you a bitch. Like, man, today's era, man, is this whole generation, man. It's this era we in is completely soft and garbage, man. It's like, and the thing about it, Rick, you're right. When you go play on the court, and motherfuckers on the court talking worse shit than the fans to you, man, I came up in this shit. Like, I was too busy chasing drugs and females, but man, I came up being like the JJ Redick on the court, the Jason Williams on the court. I came up with the dudes trying to intimidate me and tell me they gonna follow me home. And man, I grew up motherfuckers saying that to my face on the court. You got to play through that shit, man. You got to be better than that. If you can't accept the shit talking and talk it back, man, you just gonna be finessed your whole damn life. You know what I'm saying? You can say something, but nobody else can say nothing. Like, man, what are we doing? Like, that's crazy, man. The fans have said worse than bitch for 100 years, and now because it's this whole social media era, man. It's like ever since social media came out, it just made the whole damn era just soft, and you can't say this, you can't say that. It's like it's crazy, man. Kirk is right.
I totally agree. This shit, let it shine. He right though, bro. I just thought about Bill Russell.
Never heard Sean so like.
I thought about Bill Russell.
Right.
This nigga Bill Russell.
No, I'm dead ass, man. My dad, back then, Rick and Kurt, we didn't have all this damn. You couldn't just go to Twitter or Google, pull up a video, YouTube video, right? Yeah. You couldn't do that back then. You had to watch the shit live on VHS or 8-tracks, whatever it is they had. Man, you know what shit I've heard before? I mean, I ain't gonna repeat on this thing because, people just start saying you this and that. But man, my dad and my grandfather, they showed me this shit, man. Like Kirk is right, man. You got fans threatening to follow players home before and shit, like back in the day, lynching your family up, like calling you every racial name under the moon to the black athletes on the court, man. If somebody says the word bitch and you ready to cry about it, man. And this the same KD who said Kawhi Leonard ain't shit but a system player, man. Who the fuck is he? So you can talk shit, but can't nobody say nothing to you. Man, this whole era, bro, shut the fuck out, man. These people crazy.
You gotta be like Devin Booker, man. Devin Booker don't give a what do you say to the fan, man? If a fan said something to him, he told him to suck my dick, pussy or something, just kept going.
Man, you had Reggie Miller doing choke signs at Spike Lee on the court, man. Like,
I forgot about that.
Man, these players and fans, man, this shit is old news. Today, boy, this is so soft today, man. That's why there's so many killings for no reason. People just kill people for no reason nowadays. Yeah, you say one wrong word, I kill you. But yet you sitting over here saying all the wrong words too. I mean, this shit is ridiculous, man. It's absolutely ridiculous.
I agree, bro. I totally agree, bro.
So is the point of the video is, should players be mad about the fans saying something, or should they be allowed to say something back to the fans?
How far can a fan go? What's drawing the line for a fan going at a player, or is there a line at all?
So Kurt feel like the fans should be able to say whatever they want.
No, I'm just saying they are. I mean, I think they're going to. I don't think they. I'm not gonna say I think they should. Like I think I think they're just gonna talk. Like people just gonna talk. But I think like it does. You do go far when you start talking about your families. But I'm like it's just a part of the game to me. So I don't really. Actually, I really don't care honestly if they talk or they don't talk. That's where
So like you say, the fans gonna talk, right?
Exactly.
They gonna talk. So do you feel like the players should just leave it alone, not really say nothing to the fans?
Well, I think here's my thing. I mean it's going to depend on the person. I think they shouldn't, but like my example, like I like when Steph Curry taunts the crowd. Like he does that. Like some players do that. Like I mean, if you like, I think I don't know. I think they should deal with it because that's why I honestly think they should just deal with it because it's a part of the game. Like they're gonna talk, and guess what? Great players actually shut all that shit out. Matter of fact, I think Kobe said that when they play, sometimes when he like what I'm saying, when he plays and gets locked in, he doesn't hear none of that shit. So you just gonna lock either you gonna lock in or you're not gonna lock in. That's the point of the game. So. But I mean, obviously, if you're shooting around and someone says something to you, I mean, go ahead and approach them. I don't care. I mean, it's just you gotta deal with the shit talking. That's how I feel about it. I don't think the players should get upset because actually, this is probably like what Let It Shine said, the softest era of shit talking for the fans. They probably, I think they talk way more shit back then. So I mean, I think they gotta deal with it, bro. Because I mean, this ain't shit. All the security and shit, like you gotta deal with it. Just deal with it, bro.
There was a player named.
Yeah, I just think it's. I mean, and I hate when people use the whole, like I said, the NBA, and then playground basketball. Yeah, man, that shit is totally different. Because see, on the playground, it's only a certain amount of shit an individual gonna allow anyway.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? So yeah, you have shit talking on a playground, but it's only gonna go so far.
It's true.
So. I mean, it's an individual thing, But I mean, I think with these white fans, man, I'm not gonna lie, I always felt like this racism geared in a lot of that shit, man. Because see, a black fan, he may talk some shit, but that white fan, they may say some just racist shit, like the monkey. You ain't gonna the monkey. See that bitch shit. Oh, fuck you. Yeah, that's all cool. But like Utah, which is majority whites,
about Utah. Yeah, Utah.
He's saying some racial shit. You know what I mean? And other fans hearing them say the shit. That's so I just felt like I say, it's an individual thing with the players, But
that's facts.
I mean, should they be allowed to say it, man? You'll be putting out every damn fan if that's the case.
That's what I was saying. Right. Exactly. Facts. Everybody, I talk shit. I don't go that crazy, but you be like, bro.
But because the thing about it is man, the players sit there and talk to fucking fans. Like you sit there run down the court. You run down the court and you taunting the fans. Like you tell them I own this fucking bitch. I own this. Like you taunting the fan. So when the fan talks back, whether it's before or after the middle of the game, now it's a problem. But you sit right there and pound your chest and taunt the fans all night, every night while you on the road. Like, come on, man. Like, what we doing? Like, these people don't give a damn about KD, and KD don't give a damn about the people. So if they're gonna say what they say, they're just trying to get KD shook up so he plays bad. They ain't trying to damn haunt this dude and follow him around for 4 weeks and chase his kids around. Man, ain't nobody on that shit, man. They're trying to rattle his ass. The hell, I mean, come on, man. It's crazy. There's been way worse shit said in the history of all sports, not just the NBA. If any of y'all ever been to any other sporting event in your life, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. There's some terrible shit said.
Loving it a lot. Teams want those fans. That's why that's one of the reasons I don't respect the bubble championship, because there were no fans like that in the bubble, because some of those fans rattle players.
That's true. It's crazy. Me and Bruce starting to agree a lot lately.
That's a good point, Bruce. Hey, somebody in the comments just said we talk competitive, not what do you say? Not personal, bro. I think even talking shit is personal in general because you just said I can't shoot. What the fuck? I can shoot.
No, man. The fans
you gotta keep
say
in mind,
way
shit talking
more than that, man.
is really to get inside. Shit talking is really for the mental.
Right.
That's all that is. If my shit talking can mentally get to you, that's really all shit talking is, man. That's really the goal for shit talking. It's to mentally get inside your head.
It's lies. That's all it is.
I mean, that's all it is, man.
Yeah, I actually like shit talking because it makes it just ramps some players up. I mean, you everyone knows you cannot talk shit to Michael Jordan. Like I'm saying, it just certain players, it just ramps you up. You're like, okay, bet. Like Dame, okay, bet. Devin Booker. Devin Booker, he just did that shit the other night. He said, I love that shit. Like these players like that. If you're competitive, you're gonna like the shit talk. You're gonna laugh. Steph Curry is as babyface assassin as he is. He loves that shit. Steph Curry is probably the most disrespectful player, bro. Like not in your face, but he's very, bro. He pointed at his finger and said, "Give me the fucking ring." In the mid game, and it only thing was fourth quarter yet. He was like, "Bro, give me my ring." That's crazy. And then pointed at the beam. He pointed at the beam for the Kings. He said, "Light the beam." After he beat them, come on, bro. That shit talking great. Steph Curry disrespectful, bro. That nigga.
Yeah, that shit talking. That's front running too. That's front running too. Because
it is front running. But
you do that shit before tip off, point to the ring. See, it's easy to talk shit when you up and winning, right?
That's true. Exactly. Yeah, I agree.
He's getting away with it because I've been saying this before, because he's last man.
It's no different than what LeBron was doing last night. I don't know if y'all caught that Denver game. He was front running, right? Rolling his fucking head, right? When they had that lead.
And losing.
Look how he looked walking off that court with his fucking head down. So, like I said, that's easy. Yeah. You talk shit at the beginning of that game while you down, then come back and win. That's gonna impress me.
I guess that crown got heavy when he was walking in.
I agree with that, bro. But I mean Steph does it when he front runs, but Steph, he'll do like subtle stuff in the game though. But of course he'll wait until he's up. But he's won multiple championships. When Steph do it, I don't know. It's like when Steph do it, he really mean that shit.
I think he helps him get going. That's what he's doing.
That's some funny shit.
Like I said, fans have been saying stuff. I've gone to games and I've seen fans say a lot of crazy things. What I'm against, it's about character and family. Right? There's a lot of stuff you can say. Right? There's a lot of stuff you can say. You don't have to demean my character. I
do agree with that, bro. You don't have to do that.
You know what? Out of all the sporting events I went to, I'm gonna say, man, basketball. I didn't really enjoy myself there at a basketball game. It wasn't. I think with football, you more engaging with the fans. So you get more shit talking within the fans. Then and of course, like I said, you're not close to the players, so they can't really hear you like that anyway. But
that's true. Yeah, I agree. I agree. But they do go too far. I mean, Russell Westbrook said the same thing about. I don't know. I guess they was talking crazy to him in LA. Well, Lakers.
I think with Russ, it's more. Hey, we know how to get to him, and we can get a reaction out of him at this point.
That's a good point.
Man, basketball fans are baby, man. You go to football, you need to go to soccer, or like you guys call it soccer. You need to go to one of those games are hockey. Okay, those basketball, it's baby, man.
Exactly.
That's baby.
But Bruce,
Exactly.
even with hockey, that's more so. It's kind of like football. You more so engaging within the fans, talking shit at each other, because them players not really hearing you like that.
They hear you, man. They just
Man, I'm
faking.
trying.
Man, if I'm on the TV, I hear you. They can hear you.
Man, see, the thing with me is that, like I said, I look at it from a player standpoint and a fan standpoint. Like, player standpoint, yeah, you ain't dealing with that heckling shit. Like, these motherfuckers trying to get in my head. They will say the most egregious stuff just to win a game. Just say the most outlandish stuff just to win a game, or their team to win a game.
Man, they throwing shit. They
So as a
throwing
player, you
shit
look
at
at it
players
like,
in football games, man.
They.
I mean, did
See, the
KD
thing about it is,
win the game?
people. Here, hold on. People. This is how it starts. This is how things start, though. It starts with a slap. Then, if you don't address the slap, it starts with a punch. You don't address the punch, it goes onto a spit. Then, before you know it, you already talking about somebody throwing stuff at you. You got people run on the field. So I'm not opposed to people checking fans, because my thing is, I'm not with that whole because you paid for a seat, you can say what you want to say. Because that's an entitlement type of mentality. You nobody special. You come to watch me play. Don't get it twisted. I'm the damn attraction. The players are the attraction. You come to watch me play.
So you ain't for the customers always
So
right bullshit, huh?
They get that straight. Number two,
Rick know about that, right? Customers ain't always right bullshit.
You coming to watch the product.
Personal plays, man.
You coming to watch the product at the end of the day. So I mean, I don't care for the trash talking as far as you want to get your team to win, but don't be surprised if somebody comes and just don't take it the way you want to take it. You can't, like I said, you can't step on my shoes and tell me.
But BJ, if the product is bad, we have reviews. If the product is bad, we want refund. Right?
But that situation with KD, right? The fans calling KD a bitch, right? Ain't no game being playing, right? It's just shoot around, right? That's some disrespectful shit, man. So I can understand that shit. And I think any player will really approach a fan during that time.
Yeah, I agree.
Shoot around, man. You just call me a bitch? Like,
yeah, that's so funny as hell, bro. He just walked up to him and was like, wait, hold up, bro.
And the thing about it, he didn't get him thrown out. So you can't really call him sensitive. If he didn't get him, he just say, man, I get what you're saying. Just you can get my attention other ways.
Right.
If he was really sensitive, he had him thrown out the game.
No. You would say it was sensitive shit if they would have said, KD, you suck. You see what I'm saying? But saying that bit, and like I say, I'm not too big on the bitch word too. I don't that don't really move me as much as it moves a lot of, I say, guys, but yeah, man, you just call a guy a player a bitch, man, doing some shooting around. That's
She must be a Draymond fan.
Yeah, bro. These dudes are ultra competitive too. So it's like they're gonna be clapping back at you like what'd you just say? Like they're already like that on the court, so they're already amped. So it's like you coming at. That's why what I'm saying. That's why I think it's funny because it's a part of the game. Like you talk shit, they be like, "What you just say?" Like most basketball players do that. Like they'll just look and be like, "Wait, hold up, I know you ain't talking to me." LeBron's did it before. Like a lot of players do it. I mean, like you said, if they hear it, they're gonna look. Like especially if you're right next to them. Like if you're bold enough to say it right next to me, then you're bold enough to hear what the fuck I'm about to say to you. That's how I feel about it. Because
I mean, last week I saw a video of a fan calling Clay Thompson, "You old and washed up," in his face, to his face.
That ain't bad though. That's not bad.
I mean, that's nothing. He didn't do anything. He just walked away. He didn't.
But that's different, man.
Clay don't care. Clay don't be giving a fuck though. Clay don't care about that shit.
That's completely different from saying to. I mean, this was just reported that LeBron and that Indiana said, "I hope your kids die in a car crash."
Wait, what?
When was that?
Remember that Indiana game last year? This was, I think, documented. I don't know.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
So I mean, don't. If you think that's acceptable and fans should be, I mean, something wrong with you.
Oh no,
something wrong with you.
She said that,
but that's how quick things can go south if you let it.
But BJ, what did that fan say? You remember? Was that? I can't remember. Was that in the bubble? I think they was playing against the Hawks, or was it outside the bubble with that lady who was talking shit? Didn't she say some shit like that to LeBron?
Nah. She basically, it was LeBron and the dude going at it talking.
Oh, okay.
And then the lady got involved, and then LeBron told her to sit down. And then she made it look like he went at her when reality she just should have stayed out that conversation between two men. That's all that was.
And then she went to Twitter complaining.
Yeah, man. You should have stayed out of that. That's between him and LeBron. You shouldn't even been in there.
Some of the fans, they don't even feel that way. They just want attention. What do you guys call it? Clout?
That's the thing, Bruce. Y'all got to remember, man, these people don't feel what they... Man, words is words. Y'all's father, your grandfather, they never told you when they was raising you as a man or a woman. And they never told you, man, words don't move nobody. What words don't mean nothing, man. Somebody's talking shit. These people don't wish LeBron's kids die in a car. Man, come on, man. They don't wish that shit, man. They just trying to rattle you. And it's up to you whether to rattle or not. These people don't mean what the hell they saying. They just trying to make you like, who said it? Was it Kurt or the realist? They just trying to get you shook so you lose the game so their team can win. They don't care about your kids. That they don't mean that shit, man. You got to have more sense than that. But that's just me.
My thing is
words means a lot of stuff.
I think again, man, shit. Again, that may be true, but that's not for them to decide how I react. That's not for them. And as soon as you make it about them, that you should just walk away, you basically saying you have the entitlement going on. That's not up for them to decide. My kids could be dead. My wife could be going through. You don't know what is going on in my life for you to say what you say, and then all you can say is, "Oh, I didn't know." Of course, you didn't know.
Right.
So you need to shut the hell up.
That's what I was about to say, BJ. You don't know what that player is going through outside of basketball. So if you say some shit like that, so like I say, man, it's I get where everybody coming from, man, but it
depends on
Well, they need to be a lot of people then go back and give Paul George 955.5 apologies then, because y'all motherfuckers didn't care what he was going through. Everybody was calling him soft and pushing a week in the bubble. So
I agree. I agree with that.
I know about 950 people that need to go back and apologize to that man right now.
I agree with
that. Here's the thing.
Sometimes if that's the case. And I'm not saying y'all wrong, right? Because y'all are making some kind of sense. Like, I'm not saying y'all wrong.
Sometimes
that's why I always stood up for Paul for that.
Sometimes fans say something about a player to rattle the other fans. They're not feeling a certain way about the player. It's because they want to win an argument. Yeah. And they don't think about that player that way. They just want to win argument points.
Which kind of supports the idea that some of these fans don't think of these players as humans. They think of them as products.
They definitely.
So you already saying how you feel about me anyway. So, whether it's direct or indirect, if you go as far to say, your wife or my wife could be dead, or my brother can be dead, or my sister can be dead, or my kids can be dead, and you say some shit like what as any right-minded person, you think you're just gonna say, oh, I ain't gonna let that bother me. That means you're not a human being. That's how basically indirectly you saying it shouldn't bother you because you're not a human. Any human being that would bother.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
It depends on the
That's
person,
true.
though, bro. It depends on the person to me. I don't know. It depends on the person.
That shit, that make me hang 50 on you on your team. Then. If you said that to me.
Okay, so
I use that to advantage.
God forbid none of your loved ones die like that, and you fans say that about your loved one. I just want to see the reaction.
No, I totally agree.
That ain't no. I'm gonna see how it is. That's
when
crazy.
you say some shit like that, when you especially if it already didn't happen, like BJ say, just say I don't want to say parents, so just say I don't even want to say kids, so just say a sister, right, or brother. They passed on, right, recently. You say some shit like that to one of the players. That player ain't thinking, oh, let me drop 50 on this team. No, he's thinking, what the fuck you just say? So he's going to react to that. And see, it's no more about basketball. He's reacting to what this guy or female guy just said to him. So I agree. I agree with what BJ's saying. You know,
he's right. BJ's right, but it does depend on the person, though, bro. Everyone's not like that. That does depend on the person. It really does.
It's the era we in, man. Back then, them jokers would have been motivated to hang a 50 ball on your head because if they at the game, they already cleared their mind to be at the game anyway. So there ain't nothing you're gonna say should be rattling them if they ready to play basketball. But like I said, that's the beauty of sports talk debates and stuff. Cause we are, like you said, we ain't always gonna agree. But a lot of the players, man, they just use that as motivation.
Look at the dude. Jordan uses his fuel. Of course, that's what Jordan would do.
That man, people was blaming Jordan for his father being killed, bro. He go out there and hang a 50 ball in.
I said his father. Look, man, Jordan's father passed. He took 2 years off of basketball.
That's facts.
Okay, let's put some context on this, man. I hate when people just make it seem like
he didn't take no time off, BJ. He just went to another sport to play the sport for his father. He still was playing sports.
But he was off of basketball, and he said he had no more motivation to play no more. He went to baseball to fulfill his father's goal and wishes. He wasn't in the mind straight to play no basketball. If a fan at that time said something to Jordan, like your father, fuck your father, or do something like that, Jordan is not going to sit up there and just say nothing in response. I don't believe that.
And you saw how he reacted.
You don't think all the games he played, nobody said nothing to him.
You saw how he reacted when he won that championship. So
that man cried in the locker room, man. Don't sit up here and say like Jordan wasn't affected by that, man. And actually, and this is messed up to say, this was reported that Jordan's gambling debts is the reason why his father got killed. So he has to hang with that in his he has to live with that for the rest of his life.
I don't believe that though.
Yeah,
but his father used to go gambling with him.
Used that. You realize the fans were saying that stuff out loud, right?
They weren't saying that. If they said I want your father dead, and they would have said that would have been reported. That was not reported. None of that stuff was reported.
They were making signs and stuff.
They was making signs, hanging signs up in the crowd, BJ. Like the shit was saying it plain as day on the papers. At the game.
He was affected. It's different from signs.
He was affected by it.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying. He's acting like he wasn't affected by it. The man was affected by it.
But it was. He
looked motivated to me.
But his point,
the way he was destroying people.
He was affected in a different way. Some people ain't built the same. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't built the same. Like some people
everyone's different.
Some people can internalize that pain and use it for fuel. Some people can let it crumble them.
Right. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying BJ's wrong. I understand what BJ's saying. 100%.
Some people lash out in response.
Yeah, BJ, you're right for sure.
But I'm saying you show emotion. That's what I'm saying. Like I guess what the thing is that people think that Jordan didn't show any emotion when stuff. That's not true. The man showed emotion. Even that's all I'm pretty much gathering. Like
I agree.
That's the thing. Like whether he cried it out or whether he didn't get it, like the man showed emotion. That's what human beings do. And my whole point is that
I just think Jordan was better than most, not everybody, but he was better than most at internalizing it and using it as fuel. And I think that's the point that Sean is trying to make. Like everybody,
that's all I'm saying. Because I understand what BJ's saying. He ain't. I'm not saying he's wrong.
Obviously was.
I'm just saying. I'm saying what Kirk said is right. Some players know how to let that shit roll off their shoulder. Now, I'm not. And BJ probably right. I'm not even saying it didn't affect him inside a little bit. But he was the better man. Let it roll off his shoulder when he go out there and three-peat on you. That was his way of getting back at the fan instead of walking over to the fan. I think that's all I was trying to say.
Sean. I don't think he let it roll off his shoulders, Sean. I think he internalized it better than most people, and he used it as fuel.
I think that's what I'm saying. Well, when I say roll off the shoulder, I'm saying he didn't walk over there to the people holding the sign and address them. That's what I meant by rolling off the shoulder.
Yeah, I think Jordan was carrying a lot of baggage. He was like the main pitchman. He didn't want to mess it up. If he goes to the crowd and reacted a certain way, so would athletes get more endorsements? I think he had to carry himself a certain way.
But you're talking about, see, let's also be kind of a little bit like logical. Like, you're not going to walk up to the stands and confront the fan. You're not doing that. Even if a fan had a stand, then you can't. It's like a little stuff has to be logical. I mean, if you right there and you by the floor and you hear the word bitch, I mean, it's a little bit more easier to say something in the back versus a person way up in the stand saying it. Like, that's a little bit, that's a little logical.
That's fair.
I see what you're saying. It definitely does depend on.
I mean, Spike Lee used to say all kinds of shit to the man on the front row. He just wouldn't go over there because he was the best. But because he understood the assignment. The assignment is to win the game. The fans' assignment is to hopefully try to rattle you out.
Get on your skin.
To get the loss or whatever.
But I agree with what Really was saying. Like, outside of talking about the man's game, everything else you say is disrespectful. Like,
for sure.
And that's what Spike Lee would do. He would talk about your game. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Spike
Lee was totally different, man. He wasn't talking no personal shit. It was strictly basketball shit, man.
Right.
That's all that was.
I would have fun with Spike Lee. I'll have fun with him.
I think a lot of fans.
I don't know what Spike Lee was saying. I mean, we ain't like we were down there to hear what he was saying.
I think a lot of fans today, they didn't got into this trolling era where they try to be personal with you. They try to get.
There you go. What I mean? That's what it is, man.
See, like I agree with Sean to a certain extent that a lot of guys back in 80s and 90s, they were better at handling it in a sense, but they also didn't have to deal with this like era where it's okay to say some outlandish shit. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers weren't trying to talk about your family like that back then.
That's a good point, bro.
Right. Like, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers had a more level of respect than these kids nowadays. You know, motherfuckers will try to say anything about you because they used to this trolling shit. They used to being able to hide behind these motherfucking laptops and
social media. Yeah.
Social media. Yeah. They used to being able to hide behind that. So now they think that, and they got these phones and shit, so they feel like, well, I just pull my phone out, he won't hit me maybe. You know, they feel like, you know, there's a level of like safety behind what they, you know, do and
That's
shit.
A good
like,
point.
Right. So I mean, back in the day though, motherfucker wouldn't say no shit like that because they knew he'll want that player might walk up to him and punch the shit out of him.
they wouldn't say that shit. No, Anthony Davis and Charles Oakley. I mean, Anthony Davis.
No.
I'm tripping. Anthony Mason and Charles Oakley would.
Right.
Yeah, but that's
Anthony
why
Mason, Charles Oakley. That was what you want.
That's why Kawhi doesn't have a social media. I mean, you have to this is life though. I have to look at his life. Like, people are gonna talk and people are not gonna talk. People are always gonna have something to say about you, whether you like it or not. So, and certain players, they know how to deal with it accordingly. Of course, you have to deal with it, but that's life, bro. People are going to talk shit, say whatever. Like, certain players, like I said, don't have social media. Like, you have to cut that. You have to know like how to like block out, but kind of like just have a positive side about it. Not saying deal with it. That's not what I'm saying. But you have to know how to deal with it. Because I know Kawhi gets shit talked to him, but he don't say too much. So it's kind of like things bounce off Kawhi.
That's who he is as a person. Like,
but that's what I'm saying though.
That's
point is,
like
though,
Kawhi. That's not who he is.
my point is though, like I think as a whole, society has gotten more sensitive and more disrespectful altogether.
Of course. So there has to be a way, like you have to be like, this is life though. You have to know how to deal with it. There's
let me just ask this question. So how should a player deal with it? If let's say, for example, a fan says, or your wife's a bitch.
I think that's disrespectful. I think
that is disrespectful.
I think anything that ain't critiquing your game or the person itself is disrespectful. Like,
so here's what I think.
So like, how is he supposed to deal with it though? How is he supposed to deal with it? He's right. Let's say, for example, let's say this is an example. Katie's running out the tunnel, and the man says your wife's a bitch, and they're just smiling at you. So how should he option A, just ignore it? Option B, do what Katie did, or option C, get him through? Like what is the right way to handle it?
I think any way he wants to handle it outside of fucking up his career is cool with me.
Me personally, okay, go ahead.
I think kicking his ass out. I think shit. I might go over there and punch the motherfucker if it was me. But I'm saying, like, no.
Go ahead, Bruce. What you about to say?
No, being real though, I think anything outside of fucking up his career is okay with me.
Me personally, I try to find out the identity of the person who said it to me, and I go to the person's job and do the same thing.
I mean, that's not bad, BJ. I think I don't know. Okay. I think how you should deal with that, BJ, because it's like everyone's gonna. Am I gonna point out everyone that says something about? I don't understand. Like, I mean, people, you're gonna hear it. I think it depends how you receive it. Of course.
Yeah, but what if
no, Kirk? I asked what do you think the right? Because I'm asking y'all opinions. What is the right way to handle that? If it's you, somebody calls your wife a bitch, and it's another man, and you walk past them, how is Kirkland handling it?
If me, well, I'm like, well, my wife's not a bitch, so I guess he ain't talking to me.
I try to find out if
he's talking to you.
I'm finna hang a 50 ball on there. That's what I'm finna do.
You talking about in that
matter of fact, I'll go hang the 50 ball, and then when I get done hanging the 50 ball, when I walk my happy ass right toward that tunnel at the end of the game, I'm gonna say the shit right back to his ass, and he gonna hold the head.
I like that.
But that's just me. That's just me.
I like that.
Well, BJ, that's my response though. Like
I try to.
I'll be like, well, my wife.
Because wasn't that his? I guess. Wasn't that his wife right beside him? Or was that a sister? Or what was it?
I
don't know.
Oh yeah. I would have turned around and smiled at that dude because his end goal is to disrupt your basketball game, not start a fight. I would have turned around, smiled at that dude, hung a 50 ball, and I would have walked over here. I would have told the coach, I'm checking out the game about a minute and a half ago. And I'd have walked my ass right over there. And I'd be like, oh yeah, hey, your wife's a bitch too, and I'd have pointed at her.
I try to find out.
Yeah, me, I would have done too.
I try to find out that if the player has a mother or sister, and I go say the same thing to them. So
yeah, what was that question, BJ? Because I left. What was that question?
If a fan right beside you and Katie running out the window, you Katie, and that fan calls you, hey, your wife's a bitch, and you hear it, and you got an option to how to handle it. How is the realist handling that?
Shit, I'm calling him bitch back.
I can't get mad at that. It depends how far to go.
I think that's just a natural thing for me, man. You a bitch, and keep it moving. I don't even think I will.
Exactly.
I don't really think I will approach the people, man.
I probably wouldn't even call him a bitch, Driz. I probably would have said, "Well, that lady beside you a bitch too." Kept on walking. That's what I would have done. Or I would have hung a 50 ball, and then went back by him. Then I would have went back by him and say, hold this 50 ball, and when you get done holding the 50 ball, hold your bitch wife tonight, right there beside you. I'd have walked off because
Thomas, I ain't even thinking about no 50 ball because see, it's not about basketball no more when you say that. So fuck
his end goal though is to make you play bad basketball, Doritos. That's his only goal. His goal it really don't mean what y'all saying he means. What he's trying to do is get KD to have.
How do we know what he mean though? That ain't up to. It's how I take it.
Right.
See, you can't say something and say, "Oh, well, you shouldn't take it that way." No.
Right.
That's what you said.
Let me say in my opinion. Let me reword what I'm saying. In my opinion, the dude's trying to rattle KD's game off, so KD loses the game that night. That's what I think he was doing. But I understand what you're saying. If you thought it was something else.
No, it was a woman who said it.
I thought it was a man and a woman stood right there or something.
No, the woman said the bitch. The woman said the bitch.
Yeah.
He said the bitch word.
Well, either way, I still say they just trying to rattle him. But because if they really want to call, him a bitch, like they go on social media and say it directly to him or catch him after the game if they could catch him. But to go to the arena. To go to the arena and say it, I think they just trying to rattle him at the arena.
But Thomas, you don't think KD hear that shit all throughout the game? Bitch, pussy. Okay, so my whole thing is, for these people to say that, Thomas, what this was around shoot around, right? Yep. Man, come on, man, you taking it to a whole nother fucking level. You ain't even saying this shit during the game. Because I'm quite sure all LeBron, your top superstar player, hear this shit throughout the game. You said this shit doing shoot around, up close and personal.
Then I guess I ain't gonna lie, bro. If someone does that bro, I'm coming up to him.
Right. So that's how I'm thinking about the setting of it. For you to say some shit like that, man, it's like, okay, well, hold on. Ain't no game being played right now.
Yeah,
you just out of the blue call me a bitch. So I'm gonna give you what you want. You wanted the attention. Now, me personally, I don't think I would have actually walked up. But I don't know. It's hard to say because I'm not in that situation.
I would walk up. I wouldn't get mad though. I'd be like, "Why am I a bitch, bro?" I would just ask him.
I ain't saying all that. If you love him around, I'm a bitch. You said I'm a bitch.
That bitch wasn't worth $1.
Because the thing about it is, y'all, if you walk over there, you don't know how much more it can escalate from that close of striking distance, right?
Right.
Man, man, you got to understand their motive. Their motive is to fucking rattle you. Their motive ain't they want to fight you. They want to fight you. They damn sure wouldn't come where the security guard is going to take up for KD instead of you. You're going to jail if you try to fight him. They didn't want to fight KD. They didn't mean nothing. They wanted to rattle the dude for playing basketball. And I don't know if KD played good that night. I'm not sure because Phoenix been losing like the bums they is lately. So he might have played bad. I'm not sure, but a real boss, a real player would man. Kobe would have hung 50 on them dudes and walked past them and said, "Y'all some soft bitches," and went straight to the locker room. That's what Kobe would have done.
You don't know that.
Now, I don't.
You don't know that though because what if Kobe was going through something at that time?
But Kobe's got more. Have you ever seen Kobe fight a fan? Kobe's got more self-discipline. You got to have self-discipline because remember, OZ, you signed up for this job. You signing up, but you know you're getting into this stuff.
I get that part. We ain't never seen nobody call Kobe a bitch before shoot around.
Well, just because you ain't seen it don't mean it didn't happen though. Remember, social media is the only reason you even know about it right now.
That's true too.
Because how many car wrecks do you see on the news all day, every day? There was the same car wrecks in 1970. You just didn't see it because we didn't have nobody holding out phones while somebody's dying on the side of the road, laying on the asphalt. Oh, let me record somebody dying. We didn't see it. Yeah, I'm sure y'all got to realize KD ain't special. He's not getting no worse treatment than anybody else, man. All these players all the time get called all types of shit.
That's the point I was making earlier, though, Sean. The fans have gotten more disrespectful, though.
I mean, have they? Man, just people used to tell Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain them they was gonna lynch the family like Kurt was telling y'all. They don't get no worse than that.
I'm not talking about no racist shit. I'm talking about just on a base level.
That's on some racist shit, man. That's on some
but I'm saying that's worse than what the fan did to KD. You know.
I agree, but I'm talking about as a base of a base level, like fans around the world have gotten more disrespectful than they used to be.
Because you know why? Because it's been allowed. It's like a relationship.
Right.
You let your girl keep disrespecting you as a man, she's gonna keep doing it.
Right.
That's a good point.
So
That's a good point.
Wait. I have a question.
It's not really rocket science. Like you get back what you allow. They've allowed it to happen, and that's why I say if you allow small stuff to keep passing, it's just going to get bigger.
Just like we
and
were
as a fan,
just like we
that's
were
why I
saying
say
earlier. Oakland,
I think it's tamed down.
Like
I'm sorry. How as fans, how have they allowed it to be more disrespectful? Now I see more players pointing out fans, and they get kicked out. I didn't see that 20, 15 years ago.
because fans wasn't as, like somebody said, they weren't as reckless
Bold.
as far as the little comments.
Oh, they were reckless.
They knew how to act. If you knew how to act, I don't have to throw you out.
They would critique
That's a
your
good
game
point,
instead of
BJ.
going at your character and your family members and shit like that.
That's a good point.
I'm about to throw you out. What do I gotta throw you out for?
The malice at the palace, they threw something at Artes or Meadow Peace on the floor.
Man, they throw shit. They throw shit on the field at the baseball game, man.
Exactly. Have y'all ever been to a Philadelphia Eagle football game, man? I've been to a game here in Atlanta. I've seen what these fans do. Bro, the word bitch ain't close to what them Philadelphia fans will rage your shit. Like they're brutal. You go to Philadelphia and football, let them be sucking, man. They'll be throwing shit at the fucking players, man. And the players just keep on walking. They're not worried about that shit. All they do is putting their hands up, protecting their face, and keep walking to the tunnel. They're not going up in the stands trying to fight the fucking fans.
But you're talking about outliers, though, Sean. I'm talking about as a whole, the fans have gotten.
For sure, the fans got bad.
That's for sure. That is for sure a fact. That you can't even deny that. That's for sure a fact. They have definitely got more disrespectful.
They're more bold. Like you said. That's a good point.
Of course, Philly fans been wrong.
Yeah, the girlfriend point was a good point, bro. I mean, if you keep allowing it, that's what the NBA's allowed. They allowed the fans to have too much.
No, it's social media. If you want to go that way, you have to say social media. It's players opening themselves up.
Didn't help that shit, or worsen it, whatever you want to call it.
When you're showing the fans or everything about your life, in everything, if you're showing somebody everything about your life, now there's no mystery about you anymore because they know everything. Right?
Let me ask y'all a question. How many times y'all think Draymond Green been called a bitch, especially after all the shit he done?
Oh my God, a bunch of times.
I mean, he did it to himself
a bunch of times. How many times he walked over to the fan and tried to crawl up in the damn stands or do whatever the hell?
He's addressed fans. He addresses fans. He addresses people.
Yeah.
That ain't. He addresses.
But that's him. That's what he gonna do.
But that goes into what my point. How many times you think Charles Oakley got called a bitch to his face?
Man,
them
fans back then. OC, I think you older than everybody in here, except for me, maybe. Man, you know damn well there's some shit that's been said 19 times worse than one word called the bitch.
Yeah, but
way worse.
They wasn't finna say that shit to his face. I doubt it.
Well, that's KD's persona. They would say to other people's fans. They said different players in his era.
They know KD's going to clap back.
I saw Vernon Maxwell.
They know KD can't handle it. That's why they did it. If they knew KD wasn't going to say nothing, they would never said a word to him because they knew it wasn't going to bother him.
I saw Vernon Maxwell.
But Bruce is right.
Vernon Maxwell went to the stand and beat up people.
Yeah, I think Reggie Miller did it one time. Was it Reggie? Who did that back in the day? Somebody ran up in the stand. Was it Mark Jackson or Reggie? I think somebody else the Pacers did that.
I know Antonio Davis. I know Vernon Maxwell went to the fans to beat up people.
That Antonio Davis shit was that was because the fans was getting into it with his wife.
Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, obviously you got to go defend that, but
it does depend on the player too. Depends on the person too. Like you said, Kawhi don't really get shit talked to him. Like, and then there's a reason why.
Man, hold on. You don't think they talk shit at Kawhi, man?
I know. I know that. I know they talk shit to Kawhi. I'm talking about like just like shit and like.
I would say they probably not saying too much to Kawhi. That's just my guess.
Hell no.
I think it depends. Like I don't know. There's so many.
But because I agree with Bruce. I agree with again. Me and Bruce agreeing too damn much. Something going on around here. Bruce is right. They know. They see what KD does on the fucking social media. That's why they going at him. If he never done that, they probably wouldn't even say. They probably wouldn't even say the word bitch to him. But he didn't hear no that. He didn't hear no that. I would just. I'm from a different era. I would handle it different.
I think that's the biggest part of it, Thomas. I think that's the biggest part of it.
I think that's
what you know, the social media shit with KD.
Right.
So I think that's the biggest part of why fans come at KD so much.
I
agree.
But
Bruce, I'm gonna stop. Bruce, you can't keep agreeing with me all the time.
Man, if you gonna come at the fans, if you up close enough and they hear you, I'm not gonna lie. I'll probably say some shit. I'm not gonna. I ain't gonna get to no personal shit, you know, on some family. But I mean, I may tell LeBron to take that shit off his head, you know, just to get a reaction. Now, you know, I mean,
especially on that white Henry.
I'm not a big LeBron fan, but they say a lot of crazy things, disrespectful things to the guy, man. That's out of line, man.
That's something they have to be. I don't know, bro. I mean, you
I
can't.
may tell KD to cut that shit off his head, you know.
Right, man.
Where's Rick Masters at?
He got the worst graded hair I ever seen in my life.
Right here. I'm letting y'all go at it, man. Y'all
Rick,
over here.
Rick, what would you do? How would you handle it?
I already put it in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I like to roast people. So
I can't see the chat. I'm driving.
Just be like, big beanbag body built. Like I keep going.
But that shit on the playground, that's going to only go so far, Rick.
Hey,
so
Thomas, you need to be careful.
Say it again, bro.
You need to be careful with your driving in.
I'm on the headset, Bruce. I don't hold the phone like that. Right. The phone stays in the holder. I got the headset on. I don't do that. Yeah, you're right. I ain't doing that. I ain't trying to kill nobody, man. I talk shit. You know, basketball shit. But I ain't risking nobody's lives out here. Hell no.
You funny as shit.
All right.
I don't know, bro.
What I was basically saying is that I'm the type of person where, look, if you asking me, once you put your hands on me, can you hear me? Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
You going in and out.
So no, I was gonna say I'm the type of person.
Yeah, you going in and out, Rick.
Hey, all I know is Rick posted on his Facebook he was benching 235, 240 pounds about 10 times. So they might not want to say that to Rick.
And that's my point. So like Sean, that's my point. I know because when I fight, when I get mad, I'm trying to take you off the earth. That's why I stay calm. I don't really care about what people have to say to me. Like I don't really like. You can talk about my mom. Yeah, I might get a little upset, but it's like I'm more of those people where, long as you don't put your hands on me, I'm cool. Like I say something back to you,
exactly,
but
man.
I'm not really the type to like get hyped because you say something to me. Because 9 times out of 10. And Sean kind of made a good point about it. If I'm in a professional like game, I'm about to play, and you saying something wild to me, I know you trying to bother me. Like I know you trying to get to me.
Yeah,
but it's one of those
all they doing,
where
man.
If you saying something reckless, like what BJ was saying, like say if somebody I know passed away. Now I might personally, knowing how I am, just as a person being aware of how I feel about things, I might come to you and say, "Hey, brother, you kind of picked the wrong time. Like I just lost my father. Like, can we chill on that?" Like it may be an in the ear type of conversation because I know they trying to mess with me. Since they don't know my father passed, you know, I'm gonna be like, "Yo, I understand you don't like me, you don't like the team, but like, let's hold off, bro. I don't want to act too crazy with you." 9 times out of 10, I'm sure a person would apologize. Like they didn't know, but it's one of those things where, you know, as long as you don't like when Ron Artest got hit with that beer, I understood why he went off on everybody. I understood it right then and there. But it's one of those things, man, where as long as you stay over there, you doing all that talking, it's cool.
Yeah,
that was some weak shit Ron Artest did. He didn't run up on Big Ben, man. He didn't run up on Big Ben. You know what I'm saying? He made sure to keep his distance from Big Ben, man. Like
Yeah,
I ain't getting caught up in that bullshit,
Big
man.
Ben gonna bench press.
There you go. There you go.
Big Ben.
See, me as a fan, maybe it's from the area I'm from. Me as a fan, if I know you're a superstar and I want you to lose and play bad, I got to the game. I wouldn't say shit to you because I ain't trying to fuel your fucking fire. That's me though.
Right.
I wouldn't say the damn word to KD or Book. Anybody I know that has a possibility of hanging a 40, 50, 60 ball on my team, I wouldn't say a fucking word to that dude.
Right.
But we are talking about KD. He might just hang fucking 20 points and call himself, oh, I'm Kevin Durant. He might not even hang a 50 or 60 ball. But a real superstar like that, but a real superstar that I'm actually worried about, I'd be scared of hanging a 50 or 60 ball. Shit, I'd be not afraid. I ain't afraid of no damn body, but I would be timid before I speak a word to set them off to make him hang 60 on my team. But that's just me. Maybe they have a different mindset.
But is that fan really thinking, okay, oh, KD or whoever about to drop 50 on my team? It's more of a reaction. That's why they got their cameras out.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even think they think, oh, KD about to drop 50 on my team. It's more, okay, let me record this to get this reaction from KD. So I can put it on the internet.
Right, because it's part of the culture now. It's trolling is part of the culture now.
Right.
Yeah, because it goes back to what Bruce is saying. They know KD's gonna react. They wouldn't do that to Kawhi because they know they're gonna get failed videotape. They're not gonna have nothing to put on their social media.
That's what I'm saying.
Kawhi ain't gonna react to it.
Right.
You gotta know the motive. Like y'all gave two good motives. Realist gave one, and Bruce gave one. Yeah, they know the man is gonna go to social media and start talking about them. And it's gonna get them clout on social media. That's recorded, and that gets some clout. It's all about trying to. They know KD gonna be rattled. They only gonna try people they know that. I agree with that, Drill. You're right. 100%.
Did KD mention this incident? Because
I don't know. But it's highly likely. It's highly likely because that's what KD does, and they know that. That's all Bruce is telling y'all. They know KD is going to react. That's right. And the realist
I haven't been following this situation, so I ain't know if the media asked.
Oh no, KD's on social media every day, every day talking crazy, sensitive stuff. He's sensitive as hell. He's sensitive as hell. But when we see this another thing, Kurt, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Rick, all y'all do. KD want to pound his damn chest out though when he over there. Y'all know who I am. Y'all know my name. I'm the big dog. I'm Kevin Durant. Okay. Well, be able to handle some shit talking then if you just I'm Kevin Durant. Okay, handle the shit then.
It does come.
You asking for it, handle it. But it's I'm not saying go over there and hit the fan because I'm not a believer in violence. There ain't no sense in that shit. We all talk shit, man. You talk your shit, I talk my shit. At the end of the day, we move on by our business. I ain't coming to see you. You ain't gonna come to see me. Because I got stuff I need to come see me. I'm not worried about that.
Is it a line and shit talking, Thomas?
No, there's not really. There's really not.
No, not really, Darius. Well, you gotta remember, Darius, I'm from a different area. I'm from the area where words don't phase us.
It's
okay. Take it outside of basketball. Now we on the playground playing. You don't think it should be a line in the whole shit talking?
Of course there is.
Let me give y'all my sports background. Some of y'all already heard it. I'm gonna give you some short story. I know Bruce is gonna be over there trying to mop the floors. He said he's tired of hearing me talk. So it's short story. Y'all ain't gotta believe this, but you take it for what it's worth, man. I got VHS tape at home, my mom's house, while I was playing ball. I was a problem on the court, especially if I got hot. I was kind of like Trey Murphy for the Pelicans right now. I can go 8 for 8 in a quick minute from the 3-point line. Or I go 0 for 10. But there is, I'll be playing ball and the guys didn't know me. Some of the guys wouldn't know me. So when I would go in, especially if we was closer to a certain part of town, after a while they started picking me on their team. But when I first got on the court, they would try to get racial with me. They try to pump me out, tell me they're gonna follow me home if I made one more shot. Like they really tried to spook me, right? But I wouldn't let that phase me. I just keep hooping and keep shooting, and I'd win the game. And I'd go about my business. They never follow me home. But what I'm saying is, they just was trying to rattle me, man, because they wanted to win the game. That's all the shit was. They wasn't really trying to follow me home, and I knew that. They just wanted to spook me because I was the guy on the court. shooting the ball. And after a while, they saw they couldn't rattle me no more. Hell, they would never let nobody else talk to me like that. They kept wanting me to be on their team. And I'm talking like guys who played AAU ball, guys I played ball with, competitive and
So you were Larry
in the
Bird?
streets.
That was, man. That's I never heard no shit like that. I'm gonna follow you home. What kind of shit talking
I've
is that?
heard shit
They,
like
they
that.
used to do it to Larry Bird all the time. They listen to Larry Bird tell some stories.
People say
They used to do it
anything.
because they want to rattle you. They want you to miss
say
shots.
anything.
I'm
Yeah,
talking.
people say any
See,
damn thing.
when I think of shit talking, well, when I was playing ball on a basketball playground court, shit talking was just you shit talking to each other, right?
Right.
But we ain't taking it to. But like I said, I know that can go left very quick too.
Right.
So that's why I was asking.
But it's all
is there a line
how
with
you
this
take it.
shit?
No, I didn't care. I just keep hooping. I talk shit back. I just talk shit, and at the end of the day, bro, I shake their hand. Good game. Like I wasn't worried about what they were saying because I knew the motive was just to rattle me because I had the hot hand on the court that game.
But street ball,
They were just trying. They
real quick.
yeah, street ball could turn to a fight, and I knew that, and I knew my surroundings. So I just laugh and smile, and then I try to be sportsmanlike after the game. And I go about my business, come back the next day, and I give them another 30 piece. You gotta let the shit roll off your back.
You say you got this on VX?
Not at the street court, but I have my high school days of playing organized ball. Yes, at my mom's house. Yeah, but not obviously in the streets. I don't have that because social media wasn't like that back then. Nowadays, you might can see some shit like that. But Larry Bird can tell you stories too. You ain't got to listen to me. Larry Bird will tell you the same damn stories. He'd be the token white dude out there, and these boys are trying to rattle his ass, and he just keep raining jumpers. And then for long, they all want him on their team instead of trying to rattle him. They try to pick him. Because you know how it is in the streets, y'all. They pick captains. The two popular guys on the court, probably the two captains every time, and they picking players. I want him, and then the other guy pick. You pick your team, and like Larry said, shit. After a while, they started picking me first instead of trying to run me off the court. Because ultimately, all they want to do is rattle you, man. That lady and that man the other day just wanted KD to have a bad game. They wasn't trying to really. Like, in my opinion, anyway. In my opinion,
I don't know, man. I just feel like, man, it's just there. Like I say, that situation, man. That's some shit, man. I'm coming out trying to shoot around and being called a bitch, man, out of nowhere. Like, come on,
disrespectful.
Yeah,
that's it. You taking it to a whole nother level, man. Like, compared to, like you say, if we
all different. That's all I said.
Even on some, man, like I say, even outside of, like I say, if you just want to go off, not even NBA shit, that bitch word, it start, and it don't, and I was, like I say, I was never too big on ready to fight over the bitch word, because
right.
It didn't
just
really,
a word, man. It's a word.
All of it is just a word, but I just felt like
right.
It was during the time where you can't, don't call another guy a bitch, okay? But it's like that ain't gonna really break or shake me, break or make me, man. So, but like I say, I do know that dude start some fights, man. You call him a bitch, so. Yeah. But no, I mean, KD. You think KD was gonna go up there and fight them fans? Hell no,
man. He wasn't even gonna fight them people in real life. I don't believe KD's not built like that, and that's why they did it. I could be wrong. KD might be the toughest dude that we ever seen in the streets. I don't know. But
what about LeBron?
Nah, LeBron. No, KD
LeBron got a real stigma on that word. He got a real problem with that word. They say LeBron got a real problem with that word. That rattles, that makes him mad all the time.
But yeah, I mean. Yeah, I don't believe LeBron or KD gonna do a whole lot.
Man,
I mean, hell, even Draymond.
Go say LeBron, break a motherfucker off, man. Go style, say LeBron.
Hell no. Fuck no. Hey, LeBron would do what Draymond Green did in the club when Tristan Thompson come on there and check this out.
Wait. You don't think LeBron got some hands, Kurt?
I don't think he had to have them hands. I think he been kind of sheltered his whole life. He probably can handle himself decent.
Man,
Is Kirk still up here?
Nah, I mean, I meant to say OC. I meant to say OC, but
Yeah, I don't know if he got them hands. I'm not sure.
come on.
I mean, that's neither
He
here
a
nor
big
there.
dude, though.
At the end of the day, they just wanted KD to have a bad game, in my opinion.
Being big and strong is different from having them hands, though.
Oh no, I know that OC. I know that. Man.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Y'all gonna have a fan run up on one of these superstars, man. Y'all go.
What you think, Rick? You think you got?
What'd you say, Rick?
Yeah. No, I don't even think I got hands. I just try to throw people through stuff. Like
no, I'm talking about you think LeBron got them hands though.
Oh, LeBron? I don't know. I don't know him. I mean, I wouldn't try him. I wouldn't test him just to test him. I mean, you know, because we don't know what they do. Yeah, we don't know what they do, so I couldn't tell you if he had hands or not. But I did understand what you meant by hands, because, like I said, I'm way bigger than Mayweather, but I know good and damn well not to go throw hands at him. Like,
well, Rick, Mayweather, why would you try to box him?
Right.
That'd be dumb. That's what I'm saying. Your object is to try to grab him.
Like
you want to grab Mayweather.
6'4", I'm gonna throw his ass through the wall.
Right.
But that's what I said, right? I said, I said.
What you said, OC?
I corrected myself.
What OC said?
At 6'4", I'm gonna try to throw his little ass through the wall.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but here's the thing, though. But here's the thing.
Okay, then you didn't play ball.
In order for
I'm
me,
my bad. Go ahead, Rick.
I was gonna say, in order for me to grab them, though, if I get caught with too many of them, I might be sleeping.
right.
You know, if I try to grab him, he pop.
I tell you, man, I don't know, man. I don't know.
What I mean, that's why I've never been an organized fighter. Like, a fight is a fight. Like, I see a chair, I might throw it at you. Like, a fight is a fight.
Right. No doubt.
So yeah, all I'm saying is, if it's like rules, I ain't getting in no ring. But if it's like, yo, attack him, I'll be like, all right, here's a chair, there's a bed, here's a TV.
I know one thing. Y'all talking about Mayweather. Ain't none of y'all swinging on Tyson. I know that.
Thomas, Tyson can throw a punch, but we see he couldn't take one.
That's true.
Don't forget about that.
Oh, man.
We see he couldn't take one.
That's true. But now you better make sure you land all year though. Because if he land one, that's But we got it. If I'm swinging on Tyson, I ain't no way I'm missing. I got to land all mine. I'm landing all mine. I ain't missing shit against Tyson.
That chin, hey, Thomas, that chin wasn't strong enough to take one.
Nah, it wouldn't. Hey, he had that. What's that UFC fighter name that used to hurt everybody? But every time he get hit on the chin, he lose. Chuck Liddell, whatever name is. Yeah, Chuck Liddell Tyson KO your ass. But damn, if you caught him one time, man, you won that fight easy.
But what'd you say, Rick?
But that's all I'm saying. I was gonna say it's a big difference between organized fighting and just straight up fighting. Because, you know, organized fighting is a match, it's a game, it's rules. Straight up fighting, any really people could get critically injured or die, right? Like, you trying to make a mug stop existing. So it's a different, you know, context to it. But at the end of the day, man, I want to start wrapping up the show by, you know, ask each one of y'all. And I was thinking about this while everybody was talking. Because even though true, you know what I'm saying? You know, people don't say what they're going to say. Was it okay for people to say what they said in the past and up till now? For instance, let's bring up, you know, Bill Russell. Like, I'm pretty sure he was called the N-word, you know, lynching, all that kind of stuff. Was that okay? And if that was okay, and even though he fought through that, and like I said, you could fast forward and use whatever air. Should we say, you know what, since people like that went through that, then it's okay today for people to do what they do?
I don't think it's okay at all. I think once you go outside of critiquing the man game, you're being disrespectful. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I just feel like, man, once you take it outside the basketball, yeah, you know, it's just disrespect, man. And of
Yeah,
course, like you
I
say,
don't I don't
it's
I don't
different.
promote it.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I
No,
thought you
go
were
ahead,
done.
Thomas. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I'm not promoting the fans to get disrespectful. I just think the players got to understand the motive is to make you play bad. I don't think no fan wakes up and says, "All right, I know there's 900 security guards and 800 police officers on standby. Let me go to the game and get arrested tonight." I don't think no fan is doing that.
That
I
goes
think
to
they go.
the,
I think they go in there to try to rattle the players so they play bad so their team wins. That's their end goal, in my opinion. Now, I'm not saying somebody might not be on too much alcohol. They drank too much of that white Henny they bought from the realist a couple of days ago. I'm not saying that, but
that goes on today, though, Sean.
you know.
What about in what Bill Russell went through? You don't think they meant what they were saying back then?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they played through it back then, and why can't? That's my whole point.
But that don't make it okay, though, Sean. That don't make it okay. I think once you go to outside of critiquing the motherfucker game, you being disrespectful. I think that's the way I feel.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. But they've been disrespectful for 100 years, man. And people just laugh that shit off because they know. Because you got, like I said, you got to remember, even back then when they was being racist to Bill Russell, if Bill Russell was on their team, they wouldn't be saying that because they want to win the game.
Nope. That's not true. Because they was doing it on his own team. His own fans was doing him like that.
Yeah, that was the whole point.
Well, I mean that part is true, but I'm saying for the most part, the opposing team is going to be trying to rattle you to play bad. But yeah, you're right. There's exceptions to everything, obviously. But
good. Go ahead, Thomas. You can finish.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that's it. I mean, man, 99.9% of this is just so you play bad. I don't believe
most of it.
But I also agree with OC that there's always gonna be one person in the world that's got some ill will. But shit talking, man, even we do it on YouTube now, man. Shit talking is shit talking. At the end of the day, man, I'm going back to my family, make as much money as I can, support my family, kids. I don't care about this shit. You shoot your shot, I shot my shot, and we going about our business. Because it's shit talking. You talk shit, I talk shit, but we're not like, come on, man. It's just shit talk.
Here's the thing. Players have to be tough and handle some crazy fans, some Rousey fans. But just because older players or the previous generation had to endure the talk, whatever, players and fans have to evolve. And some of the stuff that you could say back in the day, you cannot say that anymore. And players, you cannot, not everything is going to be easy. You have to handle adversities too. And fans talking to you, trash talking you, it's part of playing basketball. Trash talking fans have made players play on another level. And Reggie Miller went on another level when Spike Lee started talking, to him. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of examples in NBA history or sport history where fans have motivated players to play better. And they were like, okay, they had a bad day at home, and then they just were not ready to play, and a fan said something, and then they like, oh, okay, you woke me up, right? You woke me up. So
true.
But just because we at the older generation, we saw something, it doesn't have to be the same thing all the time. We have to evolve too.
That's fair.
I mean, hell, Patrick Beverly just said the other day that, man, Dame told him when he see him, he gonna slap the shit out of him. Now they're on the same team, and Patrick Beverly motivating Dame Dollar to score 40 every night because that makes the team better. And it's actually, and BJ probably gonna be right about this, the damn Bucks are actually turning up. I'm surprised Rick ain't over here smearing it in our face. Patrick Beverly went over there. He said, I told Dame, listen, fuck the beef, man. You need to be scoring the ball more. Shoot the ball, light the shit up so we can win these games. And Patrick Beverly said that Dame told him, he told Richard Jefferson this on the fucking show. Dame told him when he see you, he gonna slap the shit out of him. But at the end of the day, man, when people shit talking and they adrenaline flowing a little bit, they say some shit that they really don't mean. That probably goes for me and anybody else.
Just like I'm gonna talk about Celtics, T Sweezy Celtics. I know you're in the comments. I know Warriors are beating you later, like today, couple hours. T Sweezy.
Right.
Are they playing right now?
At 3:30 Eastern time.
At 3:30.
I was about to say.
So which game you gonna watch, bro? You gonna watch Clippers,
Okay,
Minnesota,
so
or go to State and
I have several devices to watch games. So.
Oh, Bruce over there, big baller. He got 5 70-inch TVs in the crib.
Big baller.
Yeah, unlike some people, I'm doing promote my salary on YouTube, but that's fine.
I ain't got 5, but I got a few.
Yeah, you would, Bruce, if somebody came at your pockets.
Nah.
But yeah,
Well, all right,
I just
y'all,
think,
man, we about to wrap up the show. So we pretty much know what y'all would do. You know what I'm saying? You know, we got Sean basically saying, look, man, it's all part of the game, no big deal.
I'm gonna be like
over
Rick
it, go drop 50.
Yeah, man, you got to use this shit as motivation, man. It damn. Like at the end of the day, man, you got to look at who's talking to you. We talk about fans, man.
I'm gonna hit you in the chair if you hit me first. See, I'm only if you hit me first. Yeah, if you talk, you know, hey, 9 times out of 10, if you talk, it's the silent people I worry about, or the people that talk real calm with you. I get scared of them. Like I don't really.
Y'all heard what Eminem said, man. Hibbity hibbity hoopla.
You know, that's that word.
Right. I'm
a person that's willing to come and confront you and actually step up to you, that's a different story. You know, they about it. They ready. But it's one of those things where, you know, we already know that the NBA, social media, it's a different time, man. Yes, I do agree that there's disrespect being thrown around at times. And then also I do see it from a fan's point of view that, hey, I'm just trying to get in your head. So I do see both sides. But ultimately, I will say, as long as the players can match the energy, because like I said, I'm joining somebody. I'm going to go say something back if I'm in that mood. But it's one of those things where, like, I don't know if it was OC or if it was the other brother that said, but sometimes, you know, it could go left real quick. So sometimes you got to be careful with stuff. At the end of the day, man, you know what I'm saying? All in all, I think KD, since that was the topic, he handled it well. You know, nobody got kicked out. Nothing really happened. But it was a good discussion to have. So anybody got some finishing closing statements before I wrap up?
Great show, man. Great show.
Right. Salute everybody.
Salute.
All right, OC. All right, Bruce.
All right. Your Bucks are playing better, Rick. We'll see.
I'm glad the Bucks are playing better, man. Bruce, I'm tired of Bruce killing the Bucks, man.
I mean, I was tired of saying tennis is dribble.
I'm waiting until the first round, man. I'm waiting for them to get past first round.
We'll see. Later, man.
Later. All right, y'all, man. I appreciate it. But yo, check it out, man. You know what I'm saying? The Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Y'all already know what time it is. Make sure you check the ticker at the bottom. That's all of our subscribers. And yo, man, hit that like button. Me and BJ always said, hit the like button when you come in here. It helps the algorithm. It helps people know that we're on. So we appreciate when you do that. Also, make sure to check out our membership badges. You know what I'm saying? They are available. And don't forget about the super stickers and super comments. You know what I mean? So while we talking like we kind of just getting deep into it there and just talking about topics, man, if you have something important to say, go ahead and show some love. We affiliated with YouTube. And I like to do this personally right here. So, yo, man, some of the subscribers, man, the real Eleazy Warriors fan, you know what I mean? Check his channel out. Make sure you go check out Just Win Baby Podcast, the Celtics fan. Yo, make sure y'all going to check out at Big Fan Breezy, the Nets fan. And, of course, we got Big Tone Sports Network. Hey, don't end up in that man's boom room. You already know how he is if y'all been over where. over there. DFG Hoops 176. 76ers fan, man, has really good content. I think he just dropped some not too long ago. Also, Just Win just dropped some as well. And yo, make sure y'all check out at Tune In Sports, Cavs fan. And of course, we got those badges, man. A pull-up badge, $4.99 a month. Shout outs, promotion of your social medias. Send to BJ Matthews 3@gmail.com. Also, the Clippers badge. Yo, you already know that your host, he works for the Clippers, man. He be at the games. You already see him recording the videos at times while he's there live. $9.99 a month, 3 weekly videos and all access to interviews with Clippers supporters and other players, staff for the Clippers, man. This man be working hard for y'all, man. So make sure y'all check out that badge. And of course, around that summertime, we got the $14.99 interview badge, man. And some of y'all who've been here for a while, y'all already know the deal. That's when we start bringing in big names like Steve Kerr, Rob Parker, and most of y'all know the list already, so I won't go over it. But that's when we start bringing in big names and then allowing you guys to ask questions that you may always wanted to ask. So, man, just to close it on up, y'all already know who it is. It's your boy at RickMasters23 or Mr. Lee on IG. Again, man, check out the merch. Hit up Mia B Jizzle, man. Make sure y'all being safe. Make sure you love your neighbors, your friends. Yo, but most importantly, make sure you love yourself, man. And we up out of here.
I'm feeling good, feeling all right tonight. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good, feeling all right tonight. I'm feeling good now. Yeah, it's all good in the neighborhood, homie. Yeah, little ride. I feel good, I feel alright. Cruising through my neighborhood on a warm summer night. I feel good. That's right, I feel good now. Summer night. Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Keep the top on drop, all the girls looking hot. Hit the photo and we just don't stop. Party until the morning light. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. I just kicked it at home. I polished up the chrome, called the Ruka on the phone, let her know I'm home alone. It's 7:30 and the sun's going down. It's a summer night and the fun's going down. I pick her up and she looks all dolled up, sitting passenger in my rag and Paula. Yeah, I let her know that she looks beautiful to me. The world's an ugly place, but she is such a sight to see. The kind of woman that would put up a fight for me. The kind that wants to spend the summer nights with me. The temp was 80 and I'm cruising with my lady, playing some Rafi Bagan. Ooh, baby, baby. I see my homeboys and the cruising in the ride with their ladies sitting by their side. People think we look crazy, but I think we look classy. But then again, that's only if you ask me. Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Keep the top on drop, all the girls looking hot. Hit the photo and we just don't stop. Party until the morning light. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. My homeboys throwing the backyard boogies, so everybody gets together to unwind, relax, and have a fun time. The DJ spinning, so I grab the mic and be like, ain't nothing like them summer nights. The party's packed with beautiful women and the gang of the homies that wanna get with them. And they'll say anything just to hit them. And it's usually a nice summer night when they did them. I don't know, it must be something in the air. Can't help but have a good time because the feeling is there. To some people, the feeling is rare. They're at the past saying, God damn, I wish I was there. To have a drink, have a token, hook up with someone fine, but the kind that looks up. Gotta keep some pisto in the cup. Party until the sun comes up, but we give up. Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Keep the top on drop, all the girls looking hot. Hit the photo and we just don't stop. Party until the morning light. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Them summer nights can keep a smile smile on your face. Gotta try to have a good time with your life, otherwise it's just a waste. Either way, I'm gonna party just in case. Like Prince party like it was 99 and 87, 88. I couldn't ask for no better weather. I'm right next to the Pacific, to be specific. The candy paint job flows under the moonlight as I close out my summer night and say goodnight. It's time to put the top up and park it, drop it, unplug the ground, roll up the windows and lock it. Walk in the pad and fall into bed as she lays on my chest to rest her sleepy head. And we do this all night long, from dusk till dawn. But it's not quite the same when summer nights are gone. But even when they're gone, it won't be long. 8 more months and once again it's on. Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Keep the top on drop, all the girls looking hot, hit the photo and we just don't stop.